Now it's stuck together. Okay, that's a little bit of improvement. Quick, try going around. No, no, it's too tight. I don't fit.
No, sir. I'm going to quickly give my seat now while trapped behind safety bars.
Remember, make sure to give reviews in the discussion on what you think of Riven's new map.
I am gonna stream.
I'm not nodding. I just wanted to walk on the rail railing.
We don't really need it for the roundup. Just one.
What?
Are you ready to drop
Oh, they updated the world too. Oh, now I'm lagging.
I have a contest-winning avatar to present. However, half of it is
Why is that happening?
since the optimized version
I'm floating too?
Okay, get in the
Why is this? Why is my dude? My avatar literally broke.
I had a good opportunity to test
Mute your fucking mic when you in the VC.
Literally starts in 20
I just did the
minutes.
same thing.
Peep
help!
Is that the Fizzbone?
Because I'll get a DM. I get the
Peep.
a lot faster than.
I don't even hear that fuck.
Who the fuck called my name? I'll kill you.
Peep! Come over here, we need help! What are you doing?
Stuck.
We're stuck!
What you have is you have a bunch of spheres around
Jump on the
the
railing.
wristband.
Jump on the railing and then come towards us.
Jump on the
railing.
Jump on
the railing.
Like, once it
And
hits a
then
certain
we'll
sphere,
come
it
stay
reaches a
there,
certain
and
color.
I stay here.
Hey, when and where?
Let me.
Right now.
No,
so join us in the Stockholm.
Well, I know.
Bento, help him.
I want you to paint
Jump
me
on the
like
railing.
Prince goes.
On that end. Jump on the railing on that end.
Is that a what kind of what is that affiliated with a group of any sort?
I am.
Yes, it is approved.
Yeah,
Jump
I
on the
don't-
railing, Bento, over here. Bento, jump on the
Don't
railing.
Don't do it. You're not a naughty child.
And then
Don't do it.
And then
That's
you
what
walk
all
behind
naughty
it,
children do.
in this area.
Fucking tiny and there's a thing in the way.
This is the VIP
Oh, funny
area.
button, Bento.
Let
This is the
me
VIP
get
area.
the
You get
thing
more money
out
for
of the
being in
way.
here. You get paid money if you get in here.
Hey, Bento, please put my hip track on me.
Is it set so that when it hits certain
Because
barriers,
I have
it changes?
LPD up this way.
on the value of the strategy.
Where is it even? Oh, there it is.
I haven't done anything wrong, officer.
I
gonna
wouldn't even
just-
think
Hey, you don't want to be
Yeah.
a paid
Okay,
extra?
I'm going now. I literally have a minute.
I spent my time with Mike.
Contact.
Incompetent buffoons.
other,
I
they
keep
would
telling
change
them.
colors.
No,
and
sure,
I
you're
rest
paid
them,
extra?
I traffic drugs.
Yes.
And they list me down as
Yeah,
I'm
get
paid
behind
by
here
myself.
then.
Because I
Like-
only see one thing using contact visible.
This
You have a very
one is
well
paid
paid-
who's in here.
a label on my head. At least put the right label on. Know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Stick
I'm
one shit.
excited to show my award-winning avatar and then get yelled at for being not optimized.
Like, just get behind here, Bento. You get paid money for being behind here.
I did. I competed.
You're
in a-
gonna
I
win an
competed in a
award for
You
Oh,
get
God,
paid
no, so I got a
from
chance for you.
Ribbon.
Try and get out
Stinky
without
little
respawning.
award.
I'm Mr.
Oh.
Sneaky.
I actually
managed
There
to
are 83
jump
people there,
on it,
and
like by
more
running.
people watching on Twitch 'cause
Only
they
did it
couldn't get in the
once.
world for a big pageant competition. Unfortunately, I couldn't.
No, there are ways to get out of it.
there.
Do it. If you
Unfortunately,
can get
half
over
of
that
it is
respawning,
optimized.
I will give you £5.
I just have,
The other half is.
I just have to change avatar and then
The
leave.
first half
No.
is because
Oh.
all of my constraints broke an hour before the competition, and I had to.
But I can just do this. Here you go. Look, I'm out of it.
Hey, Bento, you can put on my arm trackers on me, right?
Alright, now come over here.
Decided
Yes.
Let's start with this one here.
I had a backup
Yes, I keep
unoptimized
coming.
version for testing, but the primary one
Just keep coming.
constraints refused to work, so I couldn't place it.
Lovely. So when your backup fails,
You're gonna put it on yourself, and then you're gonna control my arms.
I'm trying to upload
Yeah.
constraints right now, but for some reason it's not even spawning, which is excellent.
Now for the other one, Bento.
Spawning in-game, inside Unity. All the everything's working in Unity, but in-game nothing's appearing.
So say my name.
Min كمان
That
Oh, not here.
Ah,
okay.
I wonder what happens if we shoot those circles up there.
I can't wait for somebody to miss the target.
Yeah, hopefully. I wonder if they're going to do something when you shoot them.
No.
كيف صعد مثلا
I see a weapon.
يقول لنا مثلا لك تبي تقعد في كرسي تبي
هنا
Oh yeah, ribbons.
تعزق
Yeah.
نفسك تنط هناك فوق الحديدة واطلع لنا.
Okay. Now they all just need to be turned on. And the way you turn them on is you click on them and you step on the buttons because you don't want to kneel down.
لما
Where do we
يطلبون
select our things?
يعني لما نطلبوا هدوء ولا شيء يعني خلاص يعني
انا
نفضل انه هدوء لانه تقدر نقول مسرح حقيقي.
How's it feel to be unemployed?
With Bento, do you also step on your trackers to turn them on?
فبعض الأحيان يطلبون
Step on.
نسوي يعني يبغوا متبرعين.
Do you click on them normally?
Why would you
Okay,
step
I've
on them?
gotten to the point where I just step on this tiny button that is around the 8 legs because it's thunder trackers.
Is the button on top of the pillars?
ما أدري والله.
Listen, نط من هنا نط من هنا
On top of the thunder
بعض الأحيان
trackers.
يطلبوا يقولوا لك إذا كان
I'm gonna try
ما-
and
ما-
next on this Monday.
إذا تبي تتبرع
انا ما عندي بصراحه
See how that goes.
بصراحه كلها نصها ما هم لي يعني ما
I can't wait for my 9 point.
There you go,
Is it
Ben.
9 point? Yeah, 9 point
ما
trackers.
هي أنت
10 point.
يبغوا متبرعين يعني عشان حاجة بيسووها في
Hello there.
الناس
Oh, oh.
مثلا زي اللي قلت لك عليها.
I gotta go live at some point.
وخلاص
But first of all, I need to give myself some more windows. Ow, 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 ow.
2 minutes past 9.
20 minutes
نصمم
just
نفسه.
poking fun at that.
We're completely on time here.
صوتهم ما عاد اسمع.
They say it starts at 8, but it always starts like maybe 10 minutes later.
Yeah, 10 over.
That's true.
إذا مثلا مالك
واضح إنه محل حقين الفينتاج.
بس كذا تتفرج.
يا حمار listen نط من هنا وتعال
Okay, this window is supposed to show my streaming program. This one.
this one.
on the opposite side, but no one is in there.
يعني fight again.
No, just for fighting. That's simply doesn't anymore.
يا ليش
I love it.
You can pick it up.
It's because it uses fast.
It's
It's a bit.
like
It has one more contract
We're all
in the newer
trapped.
update.
Look at us.
So it's like 29 now.
Why is there a guardrail?
I'm so
I have only one last contract to add,
Holy Jesus.
and then my avatar
I know
will
the way
become
people
very
got
bored.
stuck is they jumped on the railing.
What is that supposed to be?
Oh, this is fine.
What
You
am
know
I
this one.
looking at? I have colliders visible right now. I have turn
Oh
on
yeah, I'm
collider
gonna remove the
visibility.
left hand tracking. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna remove the left hand tracking because I don't need it.
Turn on contacts.
Let's see, camera settings. Steady cam here.
Right hand.
There it
Get
is.
the camera out here.
What is that ball?
If I
Why is this tracker not being tracked properly?
Oh, it's probably the floating center.
It doesn't have enough elbow grease.
Hey, Ruben, I'm angry. You can't angle the camera upside down anymore.
Yeah, that's a feature.
I call that not a feature. Upside down camera is bigger feature.
What the fuck is fuck you?
Oh, you know what would be cool if you rotate the camera? The screen rotates also.
No, that would be a cool feature. This isn't a fucking. This isn't a Wii U.
شوف حاجات إبداعية غريبة.
Like if you have it like this and then people rotate upside down like the size rotating.
No, that would just make
لكن
folks
من
sick.
ناحية
That would be more fun than just having it not be able to go upside down.
Was this a fucking joke?
which camera we were
What is the Vrchat
The camera up there.
Where's
Yeah,
my pin
look,
button
I'm gonna put the camera upside down.
Oh my god, everybody saw
The camera is upside down.
Wait, what happens? Oh, it's the level. Okay.
It's upside down.
I guess so. I added this little white bit to the top of it to orientate
doesn't
it,
matter.
but since I have the yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like because you cannot rotate
Oh
it.
shit, the zooming
all.
function is broken.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good.
Like notification that broken.
No, zooming. Changing it between different settings. Worky.
Cool.
Like a workspace setting saying it should be here.
What do you think of the world so far?
Stairs. Keep help.
Interesting. It works somewhat, but it's also a bit weird.
We want a percent.
I like it.
A bit weird.
It's just weird.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Smile for the camera.
I like when you put the lamp on the beams. The lamps on the beams look nice.
You have to like scroll.
Lamp on beam looks nice. The metallics look really metallic.
Someone take this fucking photo, cause I can't. I can't. Someone take a photo of my beautiful mug on the fuck you. My beautiful mug on the screen. I've actually got. I've got the.
Like, if you point
Listen, I've got the Quest like ring in my mouth right now to get my hand this close. That's why I'm so muffled. It's like up against my face. I'm getting saliva on it. Someone take a picture. Someone take a picture.
How are you using
I'm today. Pointed. Looks nice.
Hang on. Wait. Keep that.
I guess it's just because it's. I don't know.
Like that.
There we go.
I guess make the slant. The slant is the one thing which is a bit too slanted.
You got the Grim Reaper pointing.
Also,
I had to take another photo because you were like mid-frame. I wanted to make sure I got that in.
Guys! No
I
way.
guess there's also like.
I got in. Too late.
Dragonos, I could follow you around and be your chief.
I'm lagging so bad. I need to close Unity.
Dude, it's Cyan.
I fixed my one
Dude, it's
issue.
Cyan. It's Cyan.
Cyan Nox?
Look, it's
Oh my
Cyan.
god!
I find a lot of stuff weird.
It's Cyan Nox. He only used that skin twice.
Look at it.
Where? He bought that skin, he used it twice, and never picked it up again. It's really cool though. Dude, I'm so happy, dude. Fortnite, it's just turned out. Fortnite was releasing like Halloween themed skins like 3 days ago. They know it's good. They know everybody fucking loves Halloween, bro.
I'm enjoying these Google translations.
Wow.
Dude, even now I'm still fucking
like putting something in Google Translate 20 times.
Change.
Should I put my full body on that time?
Wow.
Just because this is just pure comedy.
Imagine getting a light spike and people
I got insulted on the internet. I need time.
I won the series match.
Someone.
I did it. There were 83 people there, and I crashed a couple in the process of presenting my avatar. But
Yeah, always enable it.
primarily, we had 83
Someone
people
called me unfunny online. I need time.
and I crashed twice.
You because you're the owner.
I'm completing the fit, right? All I need to do is put on a cap,
he needs
and I'm basically
areas
wearing this IRL.
He needs more milk.
That's
Juice.
okay. Then why do you have shadows
Juice.
on the
I
mirror?
won. I did it, Juice.
What?
Why do you have shadows on the mirror?
What did you
I'm
win?
Mr. Sears.
That's an old thing that I'm.
Oh, well done.
21.
Well, I mean,
I'm Mr. Sears. I was the only one with 4/10 across
Sorry,
the
repeat the
board.
question?
I noticed you'd left by the time I presented.
I guess why it looks weird.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't in there very long. I don't like to hold still.
I won and I was so happy.
Fuck!
Well,
I
congratulations.
was gonna present my winning avatar today.
Time doesn't
Yeah, I look
matter,
forward
I
to
don't
it.
think.
It was a
You know-
good.
you know that image of, like, the
Unfortunately,
cat?
I may have to hold back
You know
on
that one
presenting
image
half
of
the
the cat with the
avatar
caption like violent impulses and it's
because
like
half of
big
it's
eyes just staring
unoptimized.
the camera dead.
Because an hour before
Wait, I
my
have an emote that
presentation,
does that. Hold on.
every single one of my
Speed
constraints
just
broke,
fucking sent me a
Oh,
request.
no.
and I
including the
accepted it in, like,
newly
a heartbeat.
optimized version.
Like,
So
for
I
a split
didn't
second, I
have
saw
time
that
to fix
image, but
and
the
use it.
cat's eyes had been,
And I
like,
tried fixing it
fucking
today,
grown
but it's
really
just not
big.
working. So all I have is my backup,
The one
with
which I
no
used to
nose,
present,
too?
and the backup is not optimized.
No, it wasn't no nose. It was just, it was like that
I
face
mean,
image of the cat.
I think it's kind of a
dropped-
given that people showing off their avatars, they might not be like perfect performance.
Yeah, but like I was using multiple particles
Which
and
emote?
stuff. I was dropping like 15 FPS.
Oh yeah, no, $400 for these trackers, guys. Buy them.
15 to 20
Sorry, I'm
frames,
just looking at
and
your
then I
face
got it,
right
and then I got it down to 5 or less frames when fully optimized.
holy shit, I'm up
There it is.
Yeah. So I definitely was able to bring it way, way, way down. I cut all the particles down to like a third.
Please.
Oh my gosh, there's so many people talking all at like the same volume. Hang on.
Oh,
That's what
I
your
got
notes
my
are, I
audio
think.
bubble on. Yeah, I can only hear Moreno speed and he keep.
Can't hear anyone else.
Yeah. That helps.
Hold on, currently I'm...
Oh crap.
Where are the... Is there a toggle for the
an
mirror?
entire new
Or
school
did that go away?
project, which is fucking amazing. So
Oh, it's there. I see it.
model. It works, but the collision breaks it.
Can I please?
You'll have the cat in a little. You'll have the cat soon. Hold on, Pete.
Come on.
I'll murder you.
Hello. Oh, hey, Pixel.
Oh yeah, by the way, if somebody makes any sort of comment that we're all in a channel and deafened, I'm actually server meeting them for a week.
What are you
You're on a
talking
channel and
about?
deafened?
Yeah, we're all in a, it fucking round of VC. If we ever want to talk while someone's presenting and have our own comments with each other, then we could talk without disrupting the entire thing. It's the entire point of the VC. But we don't need it 24/7, but I know somebody's gonna be commenting some bullshit.
Website here.
Also, I'm not lagging that bad now that everybody's avatars are loaded.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but I don't have...
Are you in the open beta?
I gotta...
And I'm pretty sure that drone mode is not in live right now, right? I'm gonna use drone mode.
I have no idea.
Probably because Uni's open.
Marina, were those there last time? Because I haven't been to a roundup in like months. What are the... Is there a 3 strikes in your out system? What is that? The parrot, the pull with the parrot and 3 X's.
It's not a significant performance. I don't see what you're talking about.
Are you fucking...
Right here.
What's up, Pete? What?
You know, I see it. I see that. I do see that. Yeah, what is that?
Oh, 3 people don't like this.
It's like the fucking kindergarten, like, stoplight system. It's like, you're
Hey, Bento.
What is it?
That's like 1 strike.
Yeah. Wow, you put the audience in play 3 times. Get off
Oh. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, Bento. Hey, Flowmaster said Bento's watching me on stream.
You're so slow.
But
I gave it to him, but he's working on it.
I have to be with... Hold on, let me... Go... Oh, you're scummy.
Hello. Everybody please listen up. This is the Avatar Roundup, a monthly event to show off avatars and junk and whatnot and stuff that you've done. And if I could have everybody, you know, take a seat and oh man, it's been a while since I've been here. Welcome to the Avatar Roundup. This is a place where you share avatars and junk, like I just said. Oh man, I don't have my little script with me. I apologize.
Wait, it's scripted?
Huh?
The event is scripted?
Well, I mean, I have like a little thing that I say in the beginning, just so. I thought I could improv it, but you know, I've only had like 6 hours of sleep all this week. Welcome to the Avatar Roundup. At this monthly event, you're welcome to share and promote anything surrounding avatars. From rad components to rigged characters, keep in mind the community guidelines and credit anyone's work that isn't your own. Each presenter has up to 15 minutes to share, and during that time, feel free to ask for a dark environment or audio link to emphasize specific visual effects. For further information, visit communitymeetup.net. Now, let's begin to round up anyone who would like to share. Based on the time that you would like to present, form a line starting at the entrance, going over here to the wall. Those who line up closer to the entrance will be, they'll be first to present. And then those over there will be the last.
Wahoo!
And I have to take a photo of the usernames.
Take that!
You all bitch!
Oh, the avatars are hiding.
We play space moving over here because I cannot fucking...
Take!
My left controller.
Okay, opening my own menu may move the camera too. Great.
Alright, okay. Alright, may I get the part near the front to move over towards the end here? A lot of your usernames are overlapping.
Alright, let's book it down. Everybody take a step to the left. Come on, scooch up, scooch up. Slide to the left.
Can we turn off the global
Alright.
microphone? No, that it's supposed to be global in the center. Everyone hears it.
Hey, Ruben, question for you.
Alright, what's up? What's up?
I'm curious, what are all of these collision points on your body? I just happen to have my config open.
Oh, I don't...
Contact points.
I don't know. I gotta see.
30-foot by 30-foot contact point ball around you.
Oh, that's for my tail on the ground. Alright, so Ghost, may I have you step in front of Inevitable so your username can be visible? Alright. Alright, hopefully I had gotten photos.
I like the ASMR rhythm.
Alright. Oh, sorry, I'm not used to having my mic on all the time. I hope I'm not making a lot of strange noises.
It's fine.
A bit stench, but
I get you. Alright, I've collected the photos and whatnot, the screenshots of all the usernames, so if everyone but Fujin can return to their seats, they will begin the show.
In here? Okay, cool.
Hit him with it.
Actually, I'm gonna reset my play space. I don't know where I'll end
go to
up.
the top because I'm standing.
There you go. I'm behind the map.
Why are you holding the camera?
Speed!
yeah, why are you holding a camera?
Speed!
I get a reason for it. So do I just start talking? I guess so.
Yes.
Present what you want to...
I need the camera, actually.
You need
So
the
basically
camera?
what I'm going to be presenting today is something actually pretty small, so we're going to need a magnifying device, which is going to be the camera. So what I do quite a lot is that I make watches for Vrchat for avatars. And today I want to show you a few of them. And we're going to start with this one, which indicates the stars on the northern hemisphere at current time in my location.
Holy shit.
It's powered by OSC. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just gonna show that the smaller hand indicates the hour and the longer indicates minutes. Obviously, it's a classic 12-hour dial. The running seconds hand is the longest thinnest hand. And what you see inside of the circle, or more like an oval shape, is the current visible sky above me at the current time. The thing is how this works is that the constellations on the northern hemisphere don't really change, but what you see during the day changes. And basically I came up with a mathematical calculation how to display it, given data from your location, your date, and current time. Then I made like an OSC app for it, and it transfers the data onto your avatar. It's basically one float value and nothing more. One float value for the stars and one float value for the time indication. And it's updated every minute, and it's very accurate, actually. It's very accurate. So I'm gonna show you next my most recent creation, which is a watch that indicates not only the time, but also the moon phase. And it takes a minute to update because my OSC app updates the time and all the indications every minute. So it's going to take a while, and I'm going to just explain how this works, where that happens. So basically, we have like these 2 moons here and 2 blue circles. And how this works is that these 2 moons are basically a disk that's basically just an angon that rotates clockwise, just like it did. And the part that's inside of those circles is the amount of illumination, basically what moon phase we can see on the sky right now. The upper part near the 12-hour mark is the northern hemisphere, and below near the 6-hour mark is the southern hemisphere. And also it indicates time. And the illumination is calculated also every minute, so it's very accurate. And I also make simple but I think pretty cool designs. I'm gonna show this one real quick. So this one is purely gonna show the time. It's like you need to spend about 1,000 hours in Unity to make something simple but kind of cool, I guess. I kind of like it. There we go. Now it shows time. It always shows your time, obviously, the user, but all the people around you can see it. I also made pocket watches. I can show you that real quick. It's not an optimized avatar, so brace yourselves, but it's going to take a minute. Oh, damn, this is too naked. Damn. Anyway. Since I'm interacting with the camera, which I don't want to, I need my response. Too much stuff going on. Oh, there we go. So, I also have a pocket watch, and it shows the stars as well. It's basically the same thing, it's just a pocket watch, and you can see the time. It's like a classical design. And the material is supposed to look like rose gold. But yes, I also made classic gold and platinum colors, which I may be able to toggle here. Oh, there we go. This could be silver too. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show today. I'm just gonna get back into more optimized avatar. And if anybody has questions, I guess I can answer like a 2 or 3 since I have time.
Did you create that yourself with the whole time thing? Because I'm making a watch myself, but I have no idea how to make it tell the time.
Yes, I made pretty much the whole thing myself, yes.
It's the second time my hand's turned off.
Can I promote myself commercially? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
So basically, if you're gonna buy any of my watches, you get the OSC app. And if you like message me, you wanna like use the data of it from time, I can like help you with that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I have my Gumroad on my thing.
Excellent.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
You also
So if nobody has any more questions or
promotion channel.
yes, I guess I can give the stage to somebody else.
Thanks for sharing your watches. Those are fantastic. That's awesome.
I'm gonna be right back.
Thank you for letting me be here. Excited to see what other people are making.
Gotta clap into my mic somehow.
Yeah, good job, Frigi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice work.
The
next person up is
my
Pete.
tracking's messed up. I need to see this.
What?
Peep noise.
Fuck you say to me?
Hey! My left hand don't work, buddy. Come on.
Anyway.
But it's fine.
Skill issue. Hello. I made like 2 things that I can share publicly this month. I need to get back on the grind, if you catch me. I've never, like, kit bashed before. That stuff is alien to me. So working with weights that weren't my... Actually, I'll get into that in a side story. Basically, I'm lonely and I'm doing a D&D campaign, and I thought that one of my characters that I made looked a little bit too much like Brook from One Piece. So instead of making a really crude 3D model of him, I just took Bruce and completely morphed him into my abomination. Little fella here. I still gotta figure out how to weight paint it better, because these are bad weights, because I had to weight it myself, and working with the vertexes and the topology of something you didn't make yourself kind of made me cry a little bit. But I've got, like, a cloak, and that's about, like, the crown achievement of this, despite being the only kit bash. Can take to the skies, you know.
It doesn't seem to work.
Shut up!
Does he?
I'll kill you. I'll do it. What?
Does he have the fro?
No, he doesn't have the fro, I'm afraid. I had to... So, if I get into the details... I'll kill you! I took a couple of, like, the details of Brook off, like, the weird frills and all of the pockets. I extended the coat. And then I just I swapped his head, made the top hat myself, and then I just swapped all the textures using Substance Painter, which is a blessing still. Thank you for that. Still. And the next thing, which... I love Substance Painter! I've got to go back and edit this, but I've been bored and I've been making a bunch more golems in the style of my normal one. So basically really weird and shapy. I had toggles on for a bit, which I have not yet removed. I've loaded into an error, so, like, give me a second. Take your time. Take your time. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait. There we go. Basically, I can put... I gotta go back, fix this, put some more things on, take some more things off, iron it out a little. But this thing was public. Not, like, meant to be distributed publicly, but I made it public because I needed someone else to use it for me. I've got a couple of, funny toggles. This is the first time I tried something in Unity without knowing if something would work, and it did. Which is this. I have a toggle to,
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I need to make it better, as in I need to make the animation slow, so it gradually opens up instead of...
That's great.
I got distracted by his text, or their text, saying Obama. Sorry. But yeah, this is public if you want to mess around with it. As I said, it's got some toggles that won't make sense without context because I was doing this for a bit.
Oh. You killed people.
But...
Yeah, murder. No people.
Shut up! Yeah, that's about it. I gotta make more of these. I've got one planned, but I need to learn mesh particles. I can maybe show that one up next month. I can't give a thumbs up. I cannot give a thumbs up.
Then give a thumbs down.
I have no thumbs, so I have to give
I'm going back to my thing. I'm going back to my thing. That was it. That was it.
Oh man. Steve, that was really cool.
You did a nice job.
Oh wait,
you summoned my hand back.
Check this out.
Hello.
You're going in.
Come back I haven't been on in a while.
Welcome.
Yes. Yeah, you got my controller back. Yes.
I can't believe you would do that.
Sorry if I
can't believe you've done this.
Anything. Let me just sit right here.
Which is why I'm in this avatar. Because I need to make my own avatar.
Hey, joke's on you. I'm just flying around with the camera, peep.
I don't care.
Your...
I don't care.
Yo,
I don't care.
You're the next one up.
Not the shark, though.
We got a yacht.
Oh, is it not the shark? What was it?
Excuse me, ladies, gents, and friends around the binary. I gotta grab a cup of tea.
Sorry.
trying to be quiet for the person up there.
Hey, I've been working on getting my Rust Graviter updated, adding stuff to it, and since Bone Labs came out I decided to add a little bit of Bone Labs to it.
Oh god.
So I modeled this in Blender and I can pull it to change my outfit.
Put on the maid costume!
Oh, very cool.
That's pretty cool.
What?
Pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it uses a stretch parameter and the grab parameter to detect when it's grabbed and let go.
Really good idea. Made out of Bone Lab, but wow. Didn't even think about it.
And then it just uses a parameter driver to force my change of outfit, which I have manual control of too.
Damn.
Also have discovered how to use Polymino to change different hues by renaming the properties so I can change all the hues on my body. Even with the same mesh.
I think Polymio is Poyami. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah.
Looks like you got it.
You're right, my text-speech just doesn't like the name.
Figured.
Also can randomize it.
Oh damn. Actually pretty.
A lot of different combinations.
It's got a party mode. And depending on the world I can go glow stick mode.
Don't go into the light.
Wow. Hey, now my camera is left behind. Oh no. Which was this button, right? No, that's a bug.
Bloom. Super bloom.
Oh, and everybody gets moved. That's how this works.
Yeah. That's why my mirror disappeared. What the? Whoa.
Yeah, because you.
Other than that, I also got the avatar scale on this avatar made by that fat kid's mom.
It's a new method
we
of
don't
scaling
need the
avatars.
context. That you just understand.
That's the person's name.
Oh.
I just wish there was a way
Oh,
to
that's
use it without
useful.
toggling OSC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've done in the past month.
Very cool.
Yeah, good job, Yash.
Woo!
I think I might be next.
Mike's really hot today.
Cool.
Why?
Lots of stuff.
Not sure. Pretty sure Yash was standing by me though.
Next person up would be Juice. Where's that fluff ball at?
It's got the juice.
Yo.
I am here. Let me turn off my my earmuffs because I didn't last time and I couldn't tell if anyone was talking. Hi everyone. Recently I was commissioned by the Flirtual folks to make their avatar or their mascot into an avatar. So Let me switch into that. Wait, actually, that might be my test upload. Hold on. What am I in right now? Nope, this is it. Okay. Yeah. So, I put this together for them based on their logo. It has a lot of the same, I guess, utilities and features that the Cotton Fox has, like hue shift, brightness, etc. I did add in a position adjuster, so you don't have to be glued to the ground. It's got that Fat Kid's Mom's scale adjuster, so let's see, I can get huge. Just do a quick reset. Yeah. So I can be a giant jiggly cat. Feel free to clone it. I do believe it is public if anyone would like to give it a try. And this is uploaded on their account, so they've got everything in hand. But yeah, that's kind of all I was going to share today. I just figured, little commission project, I wanted to show people.
That's
nice. Yeah.
Woo! That's cool.
Killy cat.
Oh god.
It's contagious.
Yeah. Everyone becomes jelly.
Wait, is it possible to step on
Does
it?
it make squish sounds? Is that it?
I believe so.
Was it hearing
Here,
squishy
somebody
sounds?
step on me.
Yeah, it makes squish sounds.
What the? I'm hearing it
Step
over
on
there.
Juice, come on.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, perfect.
Does it say
Yeah,
your
it's
origin?
squishable.
Oh god, this is
I don't think that's what colors are.
Why the fuck? Don't pull on that.
Oh my god, Spectre, that's amazing.
I feel like robot like right now.
Oh
Pixel.
no.
It wasn't even intrusive though, it's those
Really,
actual
it's
physical.
perfect for full body.
They're not intruding on anything.
I don't know why it's robotic.
Love that.
Evil maxing
It's
moment.
cool though.
It's
I don't know. I mean, you can
malice
hear.
maxing.
You just sound like you're echoing like a robot.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool.
cool.
You have like Vocaloid.
Evil maxing is acceptable. It's malice maxing as a fancy word.
Have you seen that guy with the pressure washer?
Don't be worried about it.
And he just sprays
Don't worry
it
about it, it's
right
good.
next to his car and act like he didn't do anything.
Sure, it's
Oh, thanks. I enabled push to talk. I'm not on the list, but I'm going next. I made this avatar recently. Quite speedily in the past few days. But over the past year or so, I've been doing a lot more stuff in real life, going for hikes, going out with friends, and meeting folks. So I've been feeling a lot more human than I have in a very long time. And I've had this idea of like a, yeah. I've had this idea for a monkey avatar for probably a year now or so, and I never had the time or really energy to go out doing it. Earlier this year, I created a player character for the Super Mario 64 co-op mod, and fell in love with the low poly segmented style that game is in. And after doing so, I felt that it would be great to keep volume, because whenever I've tried to weight stuff, it always just ends up squishing things in ways that I've never quite liked, which is why my past avatar, a robot, had floating hips and shoulders, because I just didn't want to deal with weighting those points. Those points were my least favorite.
Yeah, they suck.
Especially with VR, where you have this real-time motion capture, and there's so many variables in where your body and limbs can be that I didn't feel like I wanted to put in the time for trying to troubleshoot all that. So it looks nice enough, and it works very well to maintain volume, and I've been quite liking it. This is the second time that I've been in full body in the avatar. The first was last night. So I have this huge list of things that I want to tweak and fix and whatnot. So it'll get slightly and vastly improved over time. I'm quite happy about the face. It's still a work in progress, but over the past few months I've been playing Wii and creating Miis with my partner. So I fell in love with that style, and so I wanted to try to capture that kind of essence in in here. And I think it looks all right. I've based the face and the body off of my my real body, so this is pretty much 1-to-1 to how myself is shaped. I made it a little bit thicker so that the head wouldn't be so weird, but yeah, I'm enjoying this so far, and I feel a bit more comfortable. I'm especially excited for eye tracking. That's one thing that I'm incredibly excited for. I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to say, but yeah, it's a relief to finally feel more like myself in here, and I guess that's all I had to say. That's all I have to say about that.
Hey, stop touching the camera.
Your face.
Make me.
Your Visines and stuff. How do you do that? Is that with texture offsets?
Yeah, I sketched out the face numerous times. I even tried 3D mod. Yo, can you folk over there keep it down, please? I've tried. I made the face twice as a 3D mesh. Excited for face tracking and stuff, but I wanted to keep the low poly style. But having enough polys to create face deformation was not working well with how low poly I wanted the body to be, and it just ended up not. I ended up scrapping it. After 2 attempts, it didn't end up working all that well. I ended up liking the second one a bit more, but it just wasn't the style that I wanted to go for. But this one, I created the all of the face stuff in Inkscape, a vector program. And then I moved all of the Visines and the blinking to be vertical on the page, so when it blinks it just like flips the texture, or when I speak it just like flips the texture. After last night I have more ideas on how I want to go about it, but yeah, with the eyes, I'm using just the alpha of where the eye is, and then adding a texture of a pupil behind it. And the pupil is the only thing so far that's a separate texture, so that it could be on its own, and then I can clamp it so I can move it. Oh my gosh, so many eyes on me. Yeah. I still have a lot more that I want to do with it. Like, I want to be able to move the eyebrows. I want to have different facial expressions. Oh, I'm sorry, Yash. I didn't hear what you said.
If you're using
okay.
you can use a decal for a speaker, or for the pupil, I mean.
Oh no, this is my own. I seldom use other folks' stuff. I like to experiment in adding roughness and normals to the face and the rest of the body, very similar to how Animal Crossing New Horizons. The characters, like past Animal Crossing games, they were just the color texture, and then New Leaf they added specularity, and I think they also had a bit. I don't recall if they had normals, but New Horizon, with it being much higher resolution, they have nice normals around the eyes and whatnot, and I like to try to get that in, but that was too much effort to do for this this event. So yeah, biggest inspirations for this is hiking, the Mii's Animal Crossing, yeah.
I think you did a really good job.
Well,
I used to quite like it.
Yeah.
I was trying
to
say me maker.
How many textures does it have? And for the mouth movements, are they a texture with like choosing which style? Or is it like birds or something like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
How many textures does your avatar have? Not material.
It's not very optimized at the moment because again I was rushing to get it done by today. But ideally, and it'll just sorry, let me start over. It's using pretty much just one material. The face is using an Atlas texture with all of the mouth movements aligned horizontally, same with the eyes, and the ears in there somewhere. But the only other texture is a single pupil that's like maybe a 64 by 64 texture. But it's all in the same material. It has more materials and 2 skin mesh renderers at the moment, just because I wanted to throw it together to test it. Ideally, when I'm done, I would like it just to be one material for the whole thing, so that it can be the most quest compatible.
So,
thank you.
So I got a question. So the basic structure is that you've got your visemes, and they're being mapped to texture swaps instead of being mapped to blend shape animations.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing going on the mesh at all.
Nothing on the mesh. It's just the shader flipping through stuff. Yeah, I first saw this method. I believe Kazucon does it. It seems like they have a much more complicated setup, but I did see a much more simpler method like this on one of those like pool inflatable avatars, and it was that was what really inspired me to go with a much more simple take on the face.
Cool.
And yeah, I've used like shader UV movements before, so this was when I made the shader for this and the animations, it was pretty quick. And it's relatively easy to set up. You just gotta make all the same animations, but you just, change the UV. So instead of like manipulating all these vertices and then having to deal with that, you're just in a animation file. It's just one property that's just changing one float for the UV, the UV movement up and down. And, I don't want to put a lot of effort into my avatar in the sense that I don't want to maintain a lot of stuff. Like with my previous avatar, it was, it had a lot more, which is why I don't want to do the, like normals or roughness and stuff, is I don't want to have to maintain more textures and stuff that I want. I just want to I want to have an easier time in changing and expressing myself. Yeah.
No, you did a great job, Ribbon.
Nice.
Thank you very much. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm of course taking as much feedback as I can, so that I can keep it from being uncanny, keeping it from looking inaccurate and all that junk. So if anyone sees anything that's out of place or weird, just let me know.
If anything, I can take some tips from you more.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I like
Well,
fit.
I mean, oh dear. You ever want to know what the bottom of an avatar's shoe looks like? Well, bam!
Nice.
All right. Well, that's the end. That's the end of what I wanted to share. The next person up is Ghost. Ghost, please step up here.
Hello. I don't have much to show today. Over the past few months, I've been working on some commissions. Unfortunately, I can't show all of them, but there's one of them I can show. So. There you go.
It's nice ears.
Oh.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I really like the texture on that.
Thank you, thank you.
That's quite a lot of detail.
It's clean.
And besides that, there's.
Yeah.
I also use parallax on the eyes. I'm not sure if you can see it correctly. Let's see.
Yeah, sorry. I took away the other screen there, but I'll
there you go.
back next time.
You see it? So the mesh for the eyeball is completely spherical. I'm just using parallax to make it look, yeah. Other than that, I have something else to show on my main avatar, the one that I usually use. You probably recognize it already.
Yeah.
It is specifically Payomi's RGBA ambient occlusion. What this means is, if you guys know ambient occlusion, it is soft shadowing, like around like crevices and stuff like that, make stuff look realistic, like shadowing here. What with RGBA, can you look at the shadow here? There you go. With RGBA, I'm using multiple ambient occlusion channels on the same texture. This way I can slide them off and on whenever I toggle clothes. So I'm going to toggle off the pants, and if you notice, the shadow is going to disappear as well.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's really nice to make two different meshes combine very well. Like usually you wouldn't be able to add ambient occlusion because it's hard to take it off. I'm gonna do it for the coat as well. Watch out, I'm gonna get naked. Yeah, there you go. Pretty much it.
Add the Mario 64 disappearing sound.
So when can we get the full show?
Over the past 2 weeks, I've been working on my next base, which I'll sell on Gumroad. Don't have much to talk about it yet, but yeah.
It's really good face work, though.
That's.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Oh, I forgot to say that.
Realistic. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. It's the blend shapes for the face. It's based on face tracking blend shapes, and I just animate those, which makes it very realistic.
Oh wow!
Nice.
And it's the same for the other avatar. Oh yeah, the thing. I mean, maybe you guys know this already. I can change the face structure.
You get massage.
Oh, Peep, can you come here?
Yeah.
Can you change into the avatar? So, thank you. Peep is not gonna mess with his avatar. I'm just gonna make him dance.
Oh! What are you doing? Oh, fuck!
So, my friend, this was not made by me. It was a prefab made by. He also has it. It was a prefab made by Isaac, a friend of mine. He's playing with contacts on different avatars and tags to make animations enable between avatars. So if Peep has my avatar and it enables the animation, he makes me dance as well.
What's the parameter you use? Totally
That
not
is
asking
brilliant.
for myself.
No, Peep's gonna do it too.
I can just give the prefab on the.
If I put that on all of my
I can give the prefab on the Discord chat, and so that people can clone it.
Everybody change into it. Have a massive party.
Yes. All right. That's all I have to show.
How big is this contact receiver?
That's awesome. That's fun.
There you go.
Fizz bones, check it out.
Good job, Ghost. Thank you.
It's awesome
I
though.
love this.
Thumbs up from
Yeah, wonderful, Ghost. Thank you. Next person
It's
up is
probably
inevitable.
one that's at spawn.
It was sure inevitable.
Yeah, I like how you put it.
Hey yo. It's been a while since I've been here. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's been like 4 or 5 months. So I got 3 different things. What are you doing, Peep? I got 3 different things to show off. I'll try not to be long. Keep in mind that all 3 things I'm showing off are public. So if you want to clone any of them at any point, just feel free to do it whenever. This is my current project that I'm working on. It's still a work in progress, relatively. And this is one of the ones that I've made from scratch also. So this is a character I've been working on, and recently, for my most recent projects, I've been trying to add one fun new thing whenever I make a new model. And the fun thing I'm adding to this guy, if you can't tell by the little thing in the back, is that he can actually ride his skateboard. This is the first time. Oh. Uh-oh, it's not working. Hold on. I think I messed it up with full body tracking. Hold on, let me turn my full body off. However, how do you do that? All right, well, no, there's something I have to fix, right? There we go. This is the first time I've ever messed around with custom locomotion, and I'm pretty happy with the result. I had to do some weird Unity trickery to make it look relatively natural. And for the people who did clone it, if you are, it's under the test button. I didn't actually name everything correctly because it's still a work in progress. The other fun thing that I'm currently working on is there's another submenu on here that, depending on which button you have selected, you can do different tricks on the skateboard. So by default, when I jump, I do an ollie like that. And the only one right now is I added a kickflip last night. So you can do a kickflip too.
Oh,
and soon I'm probably going to add 4 or 5 more tricks to that menu. I'm going to have fun with it because this is kind of the first time I've also messed around with animation in Blender and porting it into Unity. And it only works half the time, but you know what? It's fun. So I'm having a good time. Other things on this avatar, you can toggle all of the different clothing. I have glasses that are on this guy. You can also take the jacket off, take the clothes off. You can have everything off if you want. And I think that's about it. And I did manage to get a spot in Winter VCAT. This is what I'm going to be showing off there this year, or this season rather. So yeah. The next one I wanted to show is one that I actually did for last VCAT, and it's been a while. This one doesn't have as crazy stuff. It was just a fun thing to work on. Also, if you clone this one, this is the only public one I have. So this guy is another original character, original creation that I made. Fish guy, he's fun. And oh, I forgot to mention on the other cat, there's a bunch of different facial expression attached to gestures. On this specific one, the gestures are on an expressions menu on the radial. And the one fun thing that I forced myself to make for this guy is these little water jets that he can shoot out of his hand. That's really it. It's not anything complicated. They're just long pillars attached to like 10 different bones of his pectoral. Honestly, the only thing that was like relatively complicated was like I've never made a tiling texture from scratch before, and I had to make a tiling texture for these waves, like the wave texture on these things, so that they could be moving without any seams or anything. So yeah, this is also shout out to all the. Thank you all.
Making my wallet.
Also, one other thing that I've been trying to mess around with. I don't know if you guys watch One Piece, but recently I've been really. That's where a lot of my like inspiration's coming from. Just super simple eyes. But something that I've been trying to do is hold on, where is it? Yeah, like eyes like this. I really like this style, so I've been like getting a lot of inspiration for when I make custom gestures like this. You can see it on the big screen. I can't tell because I can't see what's behind me. Is it good? Is it good?
Sorry.
Anyways. Awesome. All right.
I'll put a...
get out of here. Get out of here. You've overstayed your welcome. So the last thing I'm going to show is not something I made from scratch. This is actually a game port, but I made a janky system that I'm kind of proud of. This guy right here. If it would load. So this has like the regular snake rigging. This has the regular snake rigging where it's like, oh, just put gravity, use a plane collider, call it a day. But the one thing that I added to this, and I'm not sure how much you guys care about quest creation specifically, but I like worked like day and night, like 3-4 days in a row to try to mimic constraints for quest using inside out fizzbone colliders. And I managed to get it to work. This isn't perfect. This isn't like rotation constraints where it's actually very accurate and stuff, but I can point at people. And everybody on Quest can see this. Everybody on PC can see that. All the platforms can see this. You can toggle it on and off even. And I'm super happy with that because I always try to make my avatars that are like ports for Quest because it's like 95% of the people that use these avatars. I'm gonna be real. So yeah. A fun little system that I made. Not really system, just messing around with values till it eventually worked. I think that's all I have.
Whoa, very cool.
Good job. Inevitable.
Wonderful work, Inevitable.
Yeah. These are fun. Thank you.
I like
Very nice.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Next person up on stage is Blue Aziz.
Get on down here.
No way, it's me. Okay. Am I on the right mic? I sound okay?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, fuck you, Freda. I haven't been here in ages, so I have like so much stuff to show off. And by so much stuff, I mean like 5 things or 4 things. I can't count. But mostly, like Ribbon's been very busy with real life stuff. I also been very busy with real life stuff. I haven't had some self-discovery. I've just been very fucking busy. So I've only really had time for smaller projects, just stuff that I can get out quick. So not too long ago, I made this. Everything I make is public and clonable. This is just a little scrandangly guy I made. Bring the camera all the way down here because I'm tiny. This is a little rapscallion I made just because I did some blend shape. All of this the scribbles is all blend shape animation, and that means it works on Quest, you know. Because like Evan, everything I make, I have to make to work on Quest because that's like 95% of the people who use my stuff. Unfortunately, or fortunately. I also made this not too long ago. It was like a little jam avatar. Yeah, also blend shape animation. I made this, which is as some of you will know, the Steam Deck, which is Valve's new. Oh, I grabbed the camera. Oh no! Take it back. As some of you know, Valve made the Steam Deck. They released it. You said I have to credit everybody. I have to credit everybody. So I didn't design this. Lawrence Yang at Valve designed this. I modeled it as a jam. It's a quick thing, and it's a little guy. Quick little jam project. Also clonable, like everything. Also, another smaller project, like Juice. I was looking for Juice. Like Juice made a mascot for Virtual. I made a mascot. I need to reset this. I made the official Black Cat mascot because I could.
Hey.
So the Black Cat's
is it GitHub-ish?
It doesn't look like the GitHub logo. I know what you mean, but it doesn't look like it. Anyway, the Black Cat is getting a Halloween update, as it does every year, and the person who made the Black Cat is my partner. She wanted a mascot for the world. I was like, hey, I make characters. I made this, and it's got a couple toggles. You can turn the skirt off. It has wings. As you can see, you can also see there's a butthole. Ignore that. And it has because it's for Halloween. I give it a pitchfork and some horns. You can be evil, and you can also, because it's I figure if people are going to use it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can change all the colors with a couple of presets on a slider.
Peeps frightened.
It scared me.
Turn that off. That's the Black Cat. And no, I will not. The one I came onto stage with, which has been like my main big project for the past, I don't know how long, it took me a little while to make this, is like me trying to make a more traditional anime character, but like try and give it my own twist, which kind of just resulted in making it have huge eyes. This is the light works, right? I can use the light. Am I allowed to use that? Is that it? Whoa! Okay, this is.
Lamp.
Yeah, I have a lamp. This is my main project, trying to make a more traditional humanoid anime character in Vrchat, and also make it on Quest. So this is, as you see it, with no changes. It looks basically identical on Quest, aside from the shader, of course. And I wanted to mess around making stuff in SDK3 that I didn't know how to do before. Similar to Ghost had the RGB thing, the RGB AO. You can see here, and you see here. I'm trying to line this up. You can see I have shadow in my pants, and then look, if I turn my pants up, oh, the shadow goes. Magic, I know. Mine's not as advanced as the RGB AO one. Mine's just a single channel. I'm not that smart. But I have a very similar setup. I'm basically I'm copying everybody. I'm copying Ribbon. I'm copying Juice. Copying Ghost. Everybody beat me to it.
Because I'm shit.
No, I love you, Peep. Yeah, this avatar has a couple toggles. You can be completely naked.
That's not
gonna put my pants back on.
completely naked.
Okay, completely naked by my standards. Okay, I feel naked wearing that. I don't want to be looked at by all you creeps.
Don't worry, I'm
yeah.
looking the other way.
Good standards. Good standards.
Yeah, but this is the avatar toggles. Fucking nightmare to set up because SDK3 is wonderful and perfect and doesn't have any issues. Messing with contact points to make the wrench grabbable. That was like a whole thing. It was really fun to set up, and I didn't have any problems with it at all. Totally perfect. But yes, that is what I have been working on.
I shed a single
What
tear.
shader setting did you use to have the shadow?
The sarcasm is too powerful.
The shadow in the pants?
Yeah.
It's just ambient occlusion, the same as Ghost. But I'm using silent shader, not Poyomi, because I love silent shader. It's very simple and doesn't have too many settings, and I'm not very smart, so I need as little settings as I can get.
Nah, it's
Can you
real
show off
sweet.
a bit more of the wrench? That looks incredible.
The wrench. Yeah, the wrench was fun to design.
That.
I wanted to give it.
So
I wanted to make. Thanks. This whole avatar is PBR, which is why I wanted the real-time light, but it doesn't seem like it's really lighting stuff up the way it should. I'm blaming your light ribbon, not my avatar. I don't know. Okay. Maybe the shader's messing up. I don't know. We'll blame everything but me. Yeah, the wrench was fun to design. I made it all hand textured, etc. Like someone said over there in that crowd, looks like Borderlands because it has the black outlines, and Borderlands has a wonderful style. I love making stuff look grimy and cartoony at the same time.
That's incredible.
That's really good. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful.
Well done.
I use Substance Painter for the base material, but then I go over everything and I hand draw over everything in GIMP because I love GIMP. GIMP is a great software. And everybody who disagrees, I will punch in the mouth. That's a promise.
I agree.
Rock on.
Open source software is the best software, etc.
Yeah.
Old school.
You did buy that avatar. Yeah, good segue. Everything I make is available to buy. You can go to my website, which is just aces.blue, which is a fucking awesome URL. FYI, just want to shout that out. Yeah, that's it. That's everything I have.
That's a nice early you got.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Old white man.
Yeah, wonderful work, Blue.
Good job.
That's awesome, dude.
I put that sign.
Next person up is down there.
No, it's not. I have the
Get
red
down there.
I'm here.
So many people.
Hey there, everyone.
Down.
Oh, I'm gonna break it down eventually, but we gotta work our way to that avatar. Oh. All right. So, first off, the first avatar I have to show is a two-parter from a recent VR avatar competition that I won, and I'm very proud of that fact. I am Mr. Sears here, as it was a Sears-themed avatar. That was the only one to score a perfect 10 from all 4 judges in the competition. Let's see. However, as a warning, currently the more optimized version is broken. So I will be using the slightly less optimized version for presentation. If you feel that you are struggling with frame rate right now, it may be best to hide certain properties of it. At least for the first part of it, as half of it is fully optimized and half is not. Because it is split between 2 avatars. Let's see. So, first off, of course, gotta get dressed in my uniform here. Slap on that name tag. Put on the tie. And of course, because corporate likes it, glasses to make me look smarter than I am. There's not even lenses in it, but the customers don't know. So first things first, why don't I tell you all a little story? Bring it in a little bit here. Perfect size, get a camp going. Alright.
Oh, dear.
I want to tell you about this imaginary place of blue and white. Sales and savings, it's almost a fright. But purchasers beware, don't you be scared. 'Cause Sears has great savings everywhere. Sears, great deals, great prices. Ribbon, can I interest you in a home appliance? Why don't I pitch it to you? You see that? Alright, you see this clunky off-brand washing machine here? This clunkster, big, takes up space, costs you $50 on Craigslist.
Too big. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, takes up too much space, noisy,
I'm sure it doesn't even have a 10-year warranty.
Yeah, and because you bought it on Craigslist, it's got a demon in it that eats your grandma.
Oh.
It's a problem. You know, versus the Sears Kenmore brand washing machine, guaranteed get a clean load in 40 minutes or less. Spin cycle and rinse cycle with warm wash, hot wash, cold wash, hot cold wash. Anything and everything you could take. And I hear you, dear customers. What if I want to get rid of my grandma, as one dear customer brought up to me? Well, this still isn't the machine for you, because it also enjoys left socks. And if you only have right socks, you don't have a pair, and that's just a mess. Better to stick with Kenmore, a brand you can trust. Here we go. Could I interest you to go in store and make a purchase, Ribbon?
Well, you know, the washing machine that you shared, that one's pretty small compared to that industrial-sized beast that I just saw there.
Yeah, but that's a home appliance size, and you know what? I got just the thing for you. Here, follow me into the store. So, let's take a look here. So, this is a full 1-to-1 scale of Sears VR, a file that is 1.2 gigabytes in size, compressed to 189 megabytes as a map, and then compressed down to 56 megabytes on an avatar. Compression on compression on compression. It is a goddamn miracle it works. That's why I gave the frame warning.
We died.
Microwave here, Ribbon, if you're interested.
Oh, it's worth the 3 frames.
You see, the elite part of it is the fact that it works upside down. I had an Australian customer get concerned about that. However, it is not Brazil compatible. On the equator, you gotta turn it sideways. However, the Kenmore Elite Pro line coming out this fall will have sideways compatibility guaranteed.
My goodness, my.
Along with Breath of the Wild, and if you prefer old school, we got Kirby for the Crystal
like
Shards, Hey You Pikachu, Game Boys. We've got anything and everything in the Sears dimension.
Hell yeah.
Sears dimension. Anything and everything in stock. And that is the first part of it.
Thank you.
Now, before we move on to part 2, let's have a little intermission with my dressing room for the competition. I had my own
I don't
portable
know, do I
dressing
like
room.
that spy or not?
Here. From here on out, stuff won't be frame intensive. Let's see. The rest is optimized, so...
You crashed not the streamer.
Copyright warning for those who are streaming.
Is this...
That doesn't look frame intensive.
It's a bit artsy. It's one way, so I can see everybody in, no one can see me. You know, privacy. You walk in on a mock changing. Gotta put on my top hat. If I don't have my top hat on, I'm naked. So this is artsy. It represents the beginning of life, the middle of life, and the end of life. A cycle that can be interrupted by the mere flap of a butterfly's wings.
That's no
The
good.
flap of a butterfly's wings can change the outcome of wars. It is truly a magnificent thing. Oh boy. Yeah, I only have 3 to 4 avatars to present this month because I took a week off between this month.
Yeah, we're both so noisy.
Now. Let me see here. Before I do the last one, I have one that is a work in progress animation. It's not complete yet. It is only 28 seconds long, but it will be a completed Spawn animation.
Hello.
I recently finished all 5 main seasons of Steven Universe at a friend's poking and prodding for 2 years. To finally watch it. And I decided to make something related to an avatar involving it. So I've been spending all day yesterday shading and rigging something up. And animating it. Let me see here.
Oh, cool.
Get the Alrighty.
I can show you people.
And it looks a little bit something like this. Yes. There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
White diamond.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. And she comes and she places me down on the ground from her gym. Stands in pose while I say, I am here. I have arrived. Poses with me. Going into a resting position and then observing all of you. And watching. Yes, there we go.
I feel like she's looking directly into my soul.
I had to reshade her 5 times because she was too magnificent. She was literally a blinding flashbang the first 3 tries.
Why does she fall on my
I made
face?
her too radiant. But
Why did she fall on my
now
head?
is good middle ground.
Oh.
What's their name? Good fake lighting, good rim lighting, and only proper emission on the hair. The rest is fake.
Can you step out of the circle and step back in?
Animation where she can put her hand down and she can pick you
The
up.
voice isn't on.
By the way, for the blinking, I literally
I don't
had to
hear it because I
manually
rejoined
animate the
because I
eyelids.
crashed. Can you step out of the circle and back in? I can't hear you.
Sure
Oh
thing.
no, I disabled that because.
No, he turned off.
I don't hear, but
Oh.
very good.
Sorry about that.
So yeah,
It's
she's
not that
just
long.
hanging out. She'll be able to pick people up, look
I
at
still
them,
don't
do
hear it.
things. I'm gonna take some clips from the show. I've also got a teleport pad in the works from the show. I've already got it. It's all fully together. It just needs to get animated. It's not prepared yet. And now that the animation,
I don't hear the
intermission is
voice
done,
override.
breaking back to brand dealings. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Slap that name tag on, put on that tie. You see, this is just retail, but if I put on the glasses and soot the streak in my hair, I'm now senior manager around these parts. Now, first things first, let's get a little bit country here with some royalty-free country music here. See here.
Yeah.
How?
Sears was founded in
Loud, that's-
1884 by John Sears, a man who sold watches in his spare time through the mail. Sears really didn't get its start. I'm just fixing up the truck here on the inside. Until 1924, the peak of the automobile, in which the first open Sears location started, which had an automobile wing from the start, knowing that you, clunk clunk, let's see, there we go, so that you know Sears is a brand you can trust.
Yeah.
Sears.
Oh.
With its
This is amazing.
any and all you need here at Sears. A brand you can trust. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Suck the truck back in. Delicious.
How can we trust
That's a good truck.
See the engine.
I get 8 miles to the gallon now. It's great. Give me a gallon of milk, I'll run 8 miles. All right. And finally, the finale was my winning move. That was supposed to be my secure victory. I need to see where my retail manager, my team is. There's my team right here. Alrighty. Now that I've got the team here, I take off the glasses since corporate isn't around. And let me do my thing. So, I'm about to put on a little bit of a show. It's best to be viewed from this direction, this cone area. So if you're on the side, I'd recommend moving into this 120 degree radius. So let's get everything toggled on and prepared. All right, here we go. Oh, could you do me a favor, Ribbon? Could you take that light and shine it in this direction? Like in a straight line, not an arc. Directly ahead. Directly ahead, not overhead. Perfect. That'll work perfect. All right. Here we go. Let's get it going. There we go.
What does this have to do with Sears?
Everything to do with Sears. In fact, just for that comment, I'm moving it up because I just realized I need a little more room. All right. Perfect. All right, there we go. I had the mirror there blocking. It would have blocked the parts in the back.
Okay.
You'll see, it's one of them ads where you don't know where half of it's going on. You just see employees.
Oh yeah.
Gotta be hip
look
and
at that.
trendy with the youth.
This is too much.
All right. Here we go.
This is the real show.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting in a bad position. The spring is going right in my eyes.
Then get over here.
But I'm currently in flying mode with the camera, so I don't wanna.
Oh god, the trolley dashes.
No!
Oh, jeez.
Even as the trolley.
Sears sell fireworks?
I love it.
Sears sells everything.
I just tried
And this is my prize winning trophy right
that's
here.
just advertising.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Good work. A big finale performance.
Thank you.
Amazing. Wonderful work.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't do it without my staff. That was my whole retail department team. And that's all I got to show this week. Woo, I need a breather. That was great.
That's all you need.
All right. Take it easy, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, that was
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Sears!
Get down with
I'm more likely to buy your product.
Amazing.
It was actually just an ad for the new F-150.
Where do I sign up for the extended
Down there.
The new electric.
Another successful sale.
Yeah. Oh, you're giving him money. I keep grabbing this ribbon. Hey, sorry about that.
The collider's messed up. My apologies.
Yeah. Vrchat moment.
No, it's just I didn't test this before this. I didn't test much of it. My bad.
Just keep picking it up from a distance. That's it. Sorry.
Next person up is Fraser.
Fraser, get down here.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to follow that. Like, everything I've shown now from here on is going to be dull. Damn. But yeah,
Like to borrow a washing machine. That'll help.
I would love to. So yeah, I made this in probably about a week, over 2 weeks, because like I'm working like most of the time. But I thought I would make an avatar as quick as I can and something that I actually enjoy doing. So yeah, here you go.
And clone it if you
Oh, and there was an error. I cannot seem to put it on.
If you reset your avatar, it should work.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, so this cute little furry thing I made in like a week. It has a basic blinking animation. Yeah, that's very good. It's clonable if you want to test it in full body, which I have not yet. So if you can do the legwork for me. It has a nice little hue shader, so I can change the colors. I mean, I'm pretty limited on what colors you can choose, but there you go.
Täällä sä näet erilaisia avataria.
And yeah, you can choose another set of feathers.
Looks like.
I'm planning on adding a lot more feathers, and I'm planning to make it a lot more optimized. But this is like the early stages of a work in progress. Can have different. I was gonna add different skins, but I haven't got around to texturing the body of it yet. It uses Poyomi's fur shader. Like if you can't see it, if you get close, you can see it. But and you can change the hue of this one too. But this one, the emission on it is quite high. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate feedback.
That's awesome.
If anybody has it.
It's adorable.
Audio link.
I used the Poyomi cutout. So if you're not showing the avatar, you'll just see the actual mesh instead of the texture cutout, and it'll look really bad that way.
It may be a good
But with the cutout
to increase the fur length, make it a little fuzzier. It's a bit hard. It's a bit hard to see the fuzz from a distance. But he's fuzzy. Ooh.
Sorry.
Is
Yeah, it was.
Fizz bones and grabbable?
Yeah, they're all grabbable. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, enter.
Oh, that's fun. Not by my hands.
Oh.
Stubby.
They're not stretchable though. I learned my mistake from my previous avatar. But yeah, that's all I've got to show.
Mistake. Cool. Nice.
Oh yeah, there's also I also made a mistake, like, because I decided to use a shape key to shrink the other feathers. You can see them like dart out of my body when I move around. Like they're like really small, but because there's fizz bones, you can see them like little noodles dancing around.
Just call them whiskers or something. There you go.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, thank you. That's all I have.
Hey,
That's awesome.
good work. You're good.
Favoriting that.
Good.
Little fella.
Cute little guy, Fraser. Wonderful work.
Thank you.
Next person up would be Pixel Player.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? I was told my voice might sound robotic. I swear I'm not using a voice line if that's the case. And also, I'm using a pretty old cable, so if I disconnect, I should be back in like a couple seconds. But with that out of the way, I'm here to show off a few avatars of my own. Great. On that note, though, they're actually not original. They're just game rips. But my whole shtick, you could probably say, is well, I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. So given that Vrchat allows you to kind of put anything you want in there, I took some models and tried to create as accurate a representation to Pokemon lore as I could with a few of them. Granted, I try to make them as quest compatible as possible. So not every feature present on some of them. But anyway, the first one I want to show off is the one I'm wearing right now. Actually, I see we have a couple of Pokemon fans, in the audience. So if anyone doesn't know, Zoroark here is a Pokemon that has the ability to disguise itself as anything. It's not like Ditto where it can actually change its form. It can just make itself look like something. And so, as per the lore, I decided to give this an illusion ability. Disguises itself as a trainer. And I noticed the particles are black. I believe the shader I'm using isn't actually working with the light in here. But that aside, this avatar allows you to disguise itself as a human. And
At you, maybe they show up properly then.
Skinwalker.
Sorry, hang on, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
It might work now because the light is pointing at you now.
Oh yeah, let's try that out.
Try again.
No.
Still.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is kind of the deal here. It's actually pretty funny just walking into some place looking like this and just talking to someone, not realizing what they're actually looking at, and then just all of a sudden saying, "Hey, I got a trick to show you," and just reveal that I was not a human the whole time, as per the Pokemon itself. Also, I did give it a sound effect. I don't know if that kind of transmits with the global audio, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway.
No.
That sucks. Oh well. But that's not all I got though. If I just scroll through my listed avatars here, I will pull up something else. Gonna be a bit. I can't find it. Here we go. Okay. So one is another Pokemon. And this is Sandshrew, for anyone else who doesn't know. And one of the great things that Sandshrew is known to do is use a move called Rollout, where it rolls into a ball and just zooms off. So I implemented that pretty smoothly too. I used a blend tree here, and I had to make my own locomotion animations. The rolling is smooth somewhat, but this does allow you to roll in any direction whatsoever. So you can just roll up to like someone else and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" as you're like on foot from ball. Fitting sound effect.
Sonic the Sandshrew. I love it.
Oh god, that's actually a pretty good idea. But this is also quest compatible. I can't really say much more about it other than it's also pretty expressive. And I'm gonna be big here in just a second, so watch out. Yet another one I have is a Pokemon Zekrom. This is a legendary from the 5th generation, and personally one of my favorites. So I kind of went, I wouldn't say all out, but I definitely spared no expense at a lot of details. You can choose to have your tail light up if you would like, in the back. based on yeah. And I have sound effects as well, so it's just like growling, roaring, and stuff. But the main, the main feature of this avatar is its signature move. And for anyone who doesn't know, Zekrom's signature move is Fusion Bolt, which I'm now going to demonstrate. He turns into an electric sphere and just hurls himself at the enemy. What's great about this is that this is also quest compatible, albeit probably not the best performance. This is poor because it has 4 material slots, but that's the highest it'll go. I made my own particle for the electric ball, and I'm also using a stock FX particle effect that I got on the Unity asset store. But as a counterpart to this, I also have Reshiram, which is a bit bigger, but the same mechanic applies, albeit the flame on this tail is a bit more animated because it's fire, so you kind of want that animated. But like I said, same deal, and as I'm going to demonstrate where there's not a lot of people, you can also use Reshiram's signature move, Fusion Flare. But yeah, and it's the same thing. It also has 4 materials. I kind of put a little more work into this one because I wanted to keep it quest compatible. So it has various expressions. You can change your expressions based on what gesture you're making. And it was actually kind of hard to figure out how to do that because I have a second mesh for the flames on the tail, which is how I'm animating it. I'm just using a UV scrolling animation. But what I did for the rest of the body was I made the entire body, aside from the flames, one material by atlasing pretty much every set of eyes onto the main body, and then doing that again, but for overdrive mode, which is why everything is orange. And you know what? Actually, if I do have enough time, which I should, there is one more avatar I want to demonstrate. It's now October. And this is Spiritomb. Yes. Yeah, this is Spiritomb. Pretty much the ghost of over 100 souls that live in a rock. Not special at first, but if you decide to awaken from the rock, you get a neat little pop-out animation. What's neat about this, aside from that animation, is this entire avatar is rated excellent on the quest as well. It's 1 material slot, and it uses blend shapes for everything. Talking, spinning, coming in another rock. It's honestly the most... if I were to say anything about it, to kind of blow my own horn here, it's the most optimized avatar I've ever made. Granted, it's still a game rip, but, I'm proud of it. And that's all I got.
Hey, well done.
Yeah. For the first avatar, how did you get the 2? Did you use constraints for that?
1 material can be hard.
Wait, hang on. Yes, actually, that's actually... Thank you for reminding me about that, Inevitable. Yes, for this is not constraints. Just want to say that this is not constraints. This is a full-on second armature merged onto a first one. So this is also quest compatible. Thank you for pointing that out.
Second armature, and somehow it's still good.
Awesome.
It's good.
Thank you.
Next person up is Speed 73.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what was next.
Hey! Hello! Well, aside from me being Charmeleon right now, I'm going to turn off my camera because I totally wasn't spying on people like Spectral as I was. Hello. We've had a bit of a camera cabuttal. Pretty fun. Now you can fly around with it now. Try it out. It's pretty cool. You turn it into a drone. Anyway, so open beta. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, open beta. Well, I guess I'll show off the thing I'm using right now. I don't think I've showed off last time, but it is something I made a whole month ago, and sort of now I'm just ironing it out and making it a... Well, obviously, Pokemon, right? Charmeleon. He's not normally purple. I'm Orpal right now. Evan says I'm a freaking wild carrot or whatever the hell. Screw you. I'd say eggplant. You suck. But, so if I want, we go with the original color and, correct color. For some reason, I'm like, yeah, maybe pink, but nah. This is a bit of a demo model that I have for a system that I wanted to make on here. So,
I have a bag, and you think like, wow, this is just like a game rip. No, this is a whole model I made, bro. Like, this is a bag from, why can't I, oh, I have, hold on, I have my own interactions turned off. That's why I can't open it. How do you do that again?
The pigment options.
Yeah, somewhere in the... Allow pot self-interact. There we go. So, I can open up this bag, and if I'm like, hey, so if I want any of these mystery dungeon, Google, whatever, I want some money, you know, we got some pokey. Sorry, it's in this hand because I don't know, telekinesis, I can just stick to this hand. But, so, if I want, you know, you can just swap it between hands, a little hand puppet, so it's in this one. But nah, I wanna catch in the other, catch in the other. And my idea is, a lot of this like little fun stuff I put on here, I wanted to make a bit of a thing I could use in Inevitable's new world. He has a world for all his Pokemon stuff, and he made a Mystery Dungeon theme, which is really cool. Check it out. Evan's cool, good friend of mine, really good friend. And
visit there now, and I want to hear more about this map.
yeah, but yeah, it's it's really good. So I made this, and yeah. My idea now is, oh yeah, obviously, the, I'm guessing the eyes are kind of a bold giveaway. I don't think anyone else has really done this with Pokemon, but I figured, like, hey, why not give them, like, 3D eyes? The only one I've ever seen was, like, that one Lucario that is mildly conspicuous, and ever since, I'm like, man, I want to put 3D eyes on something, like a Pokemon, and see how it goes. And I did, and I'm glad it turned out this way, because I wanted to put so many expressions on Charmeleon of all things. I'm like, how the hell can I make Charmeleon look good? I somehow made him, like, one of the most expressive things I've ever used. Let me put on my own mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm still getting used to the index, and my index is totally not needing an RMA already, after only 3 months of owning it. Okay, so... Yep, I'm having a lot of issues with it, but that's other news. Anyway, so I got the expressions that I have. I call this one the sneer. He's like, And we got angry. We got my favorite. Wait, if I can do it. Rock and roll and... Double rock and roll? Rock and roll sucks doing quests. No, not quests. Index, yeah. I'm not even getting my platforms right. It's not obvious I'm not too good at presenting, but... well, great. Why is it checking up now? Come on.
That sky is broken.
Come on.
Checking up.
There we go. Come on, whatever. Expressions on this boy. 3D eyes and whatever. A lot of things that are not in the menu, but I can program it to be in the menu. I've set it up before, and I'm like, maybe I can, maybe won't. Oh, over here. Yeah, Evan, you trying it out? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, he can do the expressions right. I don't know why I'm bad at it right now. But my left controller has a severe crack in it, so if that has anything to say about it not actually registering rock and roll, then you know what? Yeah, there you go. Somehow I'm still using it. I don't know how this thing is turning on, but amazing. Anywho, it's not just this Pokemon I want to try. Well, show off. As I was using this boy earlier, this is the last one I showed off. Last model I showed off last Avatar round. This dragon I made. He's awesome, cool, completely my design, completely my boy, everything. But oh wait, I pulled out the wrong one because I have a secondary. I have 2 models of this. I uploaded a new one because over this past month, I have, even though I promised this would go on VCAT in like, well, not VCAT, Booth in like a week. Also, I got a spot in VCAT for this boy, so it'll be cool. But promised to go on Booth in a week. I have not been doing that because I've been busy with a school project because I'm taking game art. And let me clone to that one. Unfortunately it's 80 whole megabytes, but I swear there's a reason for that because I put a school project on this, and that's after Unity compression. Because when you export from Substance Painter, it doesn't really understand what to do. And why am I? Oh, and I'm an error model. Ooh, hold on, back to Charmeleon.
If you just put Avatar, that also works.
Oh, okay. See if I can actually load into it now. I know it's downloaded. Oh wait, no, it's downloaded the collision. And I turned it on. Okay, hold on a second. Turn it off.
Oh boy.
Not that button.
turn it off. There we go. So, if that was a bit of a spoiler, I made an entire space station and we did it for school based off one image that I would give credit to, but it was on Pinterest, so the credit is like, I don't know where the hell it is. Pinterest is great for piracy. But professor's like, hey, take an image from here, make it in 3D, and it was some 2008 render. I think I have the guy's DeviantArt, but I wish I put the image on here. This is kind of a rush last minute, but I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna place it, so hopefully this will work. Try this out, and there you go. You can actually like walk around it and everything.
Cool.
It is not registering with my mirror, but there you go.
You're seeing a different avatar than what's actually being shown.
Yeah, I had to fall back. I just showed you.
Apologies, this is very this thing is yeah, it is yeah.
What happens if you press that one? Don't press. It's dangerous.
We don't have cell phone here.
No.
This has 5
Man.
to click.
No.
You're
There you go,
sus.
futuristic healthcare.
Salvage is
All
going
this,
broke.
I had to model from scratch everything here. So all this textured in Substance Painter. It was about 2 weeks for the actual like work in just the modeling, and then the UV unwrapping, and then the texturing. But figuring out everything else.
Well shaped.
Okay, sorry about that. I can't see the circle. Let me turn this thing off. But yeah, if get your screenshots while you can. If you want to bring it back out, I will. I think this is a circle because this is the highest part in the map. There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, I made that for school. Figured I'd show it off. Threw it on a model, not the best, but that was meant for Unreal Engine, not Unity. So trying to mess with all the textures and getting it all okay is Unreal's a nightmare. Like, do you know that they don't even have shaders? Like, you have to use everything like it's a spaghetti code. Like, you have to use nodes to get something to look good. You can't just slot in a texture. It's like you're doing it in Blender. It's weird. Not even Blender, because Blender has slots. I don't know. Unreal's cool. I don't know how the hell you work with it, but it looked really good. I know that much. Well, anyway, aside from that, I figured I'd show something else off. So the second red fella I want to bring out is this low poly model. I think I had it open like last time, but okay, I think it's the one called Fizzbone Test. I think it's this one. So ignore the my horrible naming here because this has no fizz bones. Rather, I constructed a system like this is like the start of the year, and I found out a way to polish it, which I will share in a moment. But I have always wanted some kind of way to use like have an avatar have something else on it that's like controllable, or you've seen that person has the drone prefab, right? You can just put it on a model, have it on your wrist, and it comes off your wrist. It's beautiful. You can move it around. But one thing that's lacking about it, which is still an issue on my part, is it doesn't really sync up correctly. And I will explain how I figured that out in a bit. But what I've done here is instead of a drone, I'm like, you know, I like cars. So what I made is I have a little RC car right here. I can drive around. Problem is it's not in the same location on everybody else's place, but this is the Toyota from Revolt, if you ever played that. One of my favorite little cars.
The model instantly.
I've never seen.
Yeah, apologies for it kind of being.
Oh, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Spectral.
It's not that clunky. Sometimes it's yeah. Well, I guess let me switch to the other car that I have for demoing this. Here's my boy, the Pfizer from Wipeout. I love this thing. Amazing model. I found like a 2K texture of this thing. I'm like, oh my god, no way. But if you have also, side note, if you have a PSVR or if you can get a PSVR, play fucking Wipeout. Play Wipeout. It's the best VR game I've ever played in my life. Not even on God. Anyway, aside from that shill, I will explain a bit of the system because I want to also say my reverse engineering of what I've discovered to be like base station tracking with fizz bones and contacts and everything, and well, specifically the receivers, whatever that stuff is called, contact receiver, contact sender, yeah, that stuff. How this works is you have well, you can't actually apply velocity onto Vrchat's models. How it works instead is by using a parent constraint or a constraint of the sort, you can effectively, if you put a parent constraint on a child object and then parent that parent constraint to the parent, and then say you want to move the child, it will always remain in the same location, therefore moving the parent, therefore having a flat 0. So you can effectively add distance to something, which is kind of like emulating velocity. And depending on how you set up your controller, if I'm to move this into drive mode and, you know, spin it and move it back and forth and everything, that's how you're adding velocity, is you're putting a value into the child, and the child is going back and forth or rotating in which way. It's a bit confusing, and I'm trying to understand how to polish it. But the problem here is actually getting it to sync. Because you're relying on Fizzbone... No. What am I saying? Parent constraints, yeah. I'm thinking of Fizzbones because the one thing I did put a Fizzbone is on the nose because I figured it'd be funny, but I hate it. Anyway, so effectively, by adding this fake velocity, you're moving it around. But as it's on a parent constraint, it's kind of reliant on the... I think it's like the active frame rate of everybody. So for some people, well, the ship is right there for me. It might be over there. It might be over there. Might be clipped to the ground somewhere. I don't really know. But wherever it might be for you, that's a problem, right? What I've figured out how you can fix this is if you were to use contact senders and receivers, wouldn't there be some kind of a way to use the positional value, or the stretch factor, not the stretch factor, but proximity value? Yes, proximity value. Wouldn't there be a way to tie the float on an X, Y, and Z axis so you can determine where something is and effectively sync it across the network? In other words, like base stations. If you set up poles for your X, your Y, and your Z, you can, in theory, make an entire coordinate tracking system. And I have done just that with, of all things, an X and Y system, just to get a book writable on that one dragon of mine. And I'll pull it out. And I know the system works in Unity, but for some reason it does not work in Vrchat, even though it's Vrchat's own system. So I'm trying to iron out what's happening, but in this little book I have in my hand, I showed this off last time. I was saying I was getting it to work, and I finally figured out the system. Book, and ignore that. Ignore my magical burst, please. Schizophrenia or something. I don't know. Mental disorder, indeed. But here we go. So this here is supposed to be syncing across this page on the first page, I think. Oh shit, it's working! Yo! Yeah! Sorry, I'm freaking out. It's working! Hold on, get this on camera, get this on camera, get this on camera. If I can... What the fuck? It's working! Where's that camera?
Where's the camera?
I need to show... Okay, this is that coordinate system I was talking about. Look at this. Look at how this is following the book. Look at that. Ignore my shitty sketch, because it's the very first drawing I had of my boy. Oh yeah, sorry, cameras are friends only, but I'll explain how this works so you can, yeah. Well, I'm freaking out because it's working, and if you want one of my friends to confirm, I have Juice Friended, so you can check that out, or Dalton, Evan, or Peep himself. Look at that. Look at this. It's moving. It's moving. It's following the tip of the pen. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to do this for 4 months. It works.
I love you, man. I love you, man. I don't see shit.
God damn it! I'm like a mad scientist here, man. I don't know anymore. Well, aside from my struggle, ignoring my struggle, I've gotten this thing to work, and clearly this is a possibility. You can use base station tracking, X and Y. What I've set up here is if you want to see what I've done, you can pop open your Fizzbone, whatever the thing, overlay, config, avatar overlay, contacts, yeah. So you see some giant orbs that are on the book, one for X, one for Y. One stretches to the edge of the paper, then one stretches to the other edge of the paper. And you're thinking, why the hell are they so big? Why are they so spherical? Or cylinder, whatever. You have to kind of rely on cylinders. You can't just have boxes, whatever. But one end of the paper reads X, one end of the paper reads Y. And depending on where it is, I can say, hey, this is where the pen is, this is where the pen is here. And I also want to explain why I'm doing this. Below the map, just to be able to actually write on this thing and make a whole writing system, I had to put a camera below the map that is then using a render text to project the current thing on here, and then depending on which paper, it will just like switch with its position. But whatever, I'll do that later. But actually, a system that allows you to project a point from you actually touching this thing in both hands, and it being stable in one spot and keeping your live texture. So you can write in the book, switch pages, and then write something here, switch pages, and see what you just drew still there. The only way it would actually reset is you just turning on and off the model or hitting reset avatar, stuff like that. A lot of nerdy things that I absolutely love to do because I feel like I can break the way that Vrchat works in some crazy effectiveness. Like I want to reverse engineer the systems to make something that I can have a lot of fun with. I apologize for the I made a magical fire option on this and kind of spastic, but
Oh my, join you. Oh my goodness, don't kill me.
And I don't know why the audio chops out. I'm still trying to figure that out because Vrchat changed its audio. And I was that kind of dude from like 2018 who put a bunch of audio sources on things to like make loud sounds because loud equals funny, right? But I don't know. I don't really know about the new avatar system with audio, but yeah, but something's with, I don't know, the audio's choppy on my end, which is not good. Whatever, but
Oh, that's not good.
Crystal smooth.
yeah. Really?
Yeah.
How is it smooth for you, but what? Maybe it's something with my settings, I don't know. Well, yeah, that's, sorry for me freaking out there, but I've been trying to do this stupid little coordinate system for forever, and in theory, if you have X and you have Y, you can factor in Z. So you can factor in a position, so you can then sync that car so it's in every single location for everybody. And you might be able to sync it, just with physics alone, and I've been told, okay, just use fixed joint, but fixed joint, like, no, I'm not doing that. So until Vrchat adds like whatever they're working on with constraints on Quest or their own constraints, so they can actually work. I've heard there's work about that, so that'd be amazing. I can't confirm it, but I did hear from a friend. If they are doing that, that might just replace the entire stupid system I made here, but it's been a struggle for me and my mentality. But aside from that, I'm happy. I just made a new discovery because apparently it just works. But you guys don't see it. Hey, Lamau. One more thing. I made a little bit of a note here to show off. What was it? Oh, yeah. I want to bring up the first fella that I showed off when the very first one that I actually went to of these Avatar roundups, which was like a whole 2 years ago at this point. Well, Blue Aces, I'm not sure where you are, but it was your avatar that reminded me of that, because you made a whole steampunk thing, and I've been wanting to make a dude that's kind of in that sort of style to accompany this model of mine. I made this robot a while ago for my friend Corny Nacho's Poly Square. He made this entire model Rama, and like, okay, I'm gonna grind this out, and then I was working on it, and he made an exception for me to continue it later after the month expired because I was interrupted by of all things, a fucking Mr. Beast competition that I effectively won. Amazing. Look up the video on YouTube. Not even lying about that, I did. But modeled it, and I don't know, won the model armor, so cool. 2 competitions at once. Model armor is more important than the money, I swear. Because this is cool. Art is timeless, money is not. And if you have this this fella, ignore the constraints because I tried doing something to keep this robotic. 2 years ago, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I could turn on the robotic constraints, but then it just kind of makes me look weird. Whole body doesn't like it. But, I don't know. There are other things I can consider with IK now that I figured out. It was my buddy, I think it was Mr. M, something like that. Someone like that. Someone I met. I believe it was their name.
Metallic
They had some... Yeah, PBR. I like PBR, but this fella, cool. Aside from the robotic husk, he's a bit expressionable. Made little icons for his head, holographic projections to go with his eyes, and this is old news at this point, but whatever. Half of you probably haven't even seen this boy, so here you go. But yeah, Blue Ace is his thing. I'm not sure if I see you around, but wherever you might be. Yeah, that your whole steampunk is to say model, I guess. Reminded me of that, the whole Borderlands style. And I want to make a guy kind of like this to accompany this guy. Like, my idea is some kid out there rebuilt this robot after he was like a whole battle robot, and he just found him in the trash and was like, all right, you're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later, you know, stuff like that. But actually, you know what? I'll end it on this. I will end it on this. So I revamped this model. I have not shown this one off, but you might have seen it at Spookality for last year. And it's a spooky season, so I can show it off. I revamped him, and I made what I figured was the past version of the robot. I call that one Robot Rivet. This one is Torque. And this guy is just a metalhead, like a killing machine, like someone who you do not want to mess with. Like, you know, it's a battle robot, so he doesn't really have sentience. But, you know, one day he goes rogue and he's like, oh, and he just kills a man or something. That's what throws him into the dump. I don't know. I haven't thought of it, but I want some kind of violence because, you know, spooky and scary, and now I just need the skeletons. But I don't know. Cool things. We have weapons. I can... Totally didn't take that from TF2 Pyro. And we have Saw Blade. This one's pretty cool. I can take out this little saw blade on my hand and be like... Rah! And then I think about it, it's very tiny for a robot as big as me. Ignoring that, retract it back into my arm. And even the little spike on my tail, the mace, control that too. Swing it around, everything. And you might see this emit smog, and it also has this ability of like backfire at its horns. My idea was, it was to have like, because he has a giant engine in him of diesel, he has to have some kind of like a output, you know, like the back of, you look at any RX-7 and you're like, it just goes crazy. But I figured that having this bit of a feature on him would be nice, and it's not the most polished audio clips. Audio's a bit weird, and then the textures don't align all the time, but one of my nuances is deriving my own project. But there you go. My favorite feature on this boy, though, but everybody agrees, is hi camera. Hello. Okay, over here. So aside from that, I have big eye mode, and this is just turn those little holographs into... Ooh. But
around the camera.
I did? Damn it! Which way is it? This way? Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hi. That's all right. Don't be worried. It's okay. But yeah, big eyes. You look around. Well, dubiously, this boy Spectral over here likes to challenge me to a staring contest whenever I have this. I always lose, but we also have X's for the eyes, Mads, and I just had a lot of fun with this. And somehow I churned this out in just 3 days because I took that long of time to... Well, that much stalling was... I just grabbed this thing by accident again. Ah! Okay. But I still, yeah, it's okay, I gesture a lot with my hands, bro. Did I do it again? Okay, we're ignoring that. Camera's just, yeah, wherever. Anywho, yeah, this took me like 3 days, only because I was like, hey, I'm gonna do it later. This project first, I'm gonna play this game first. And I had, you know, stalling moment. Not artist block, but just I'm like, I could do it now, I could do it later. Yeah, thank you. You need a cameraman, that'd be nice. But yeah, eyes, everything, mechanism, toggles. What is this stuff again? Oh yeah, I have the constraints on here again. This is what it's kind of supposed to look like, except no, because full body breaks it. Hell yeah. But everything else in between, this model's pretty good. Got me, I think 5th place. No, my buddy Marino got 4th place in Spookality, and this was number 5. So I was really happy to at least get top 10. That was actually really happy about that. That's awesome. I just love how people are seeing the stuff I make, and that's just something I love. And yeah, back to this fella. This is my current project, the one I'm working on a lot, and I don't know. Aside from a commission I'm doing right now of literally a yokai watch character, this has been the boy that's been a grind for so long. And it's not the art that's been the thing, it's been all the stuff in between, all the Unity garble. Once again, all the, making the wand do wand things like I wanted to actually do magic, but I probably just scrapped that and turned this into a prop that can do this. Totally didn't take this spinning idea from Evan yet again. And then Portal, which I kind of scrapped.
Keeps reminding me of Spyro.
I love that compliment so much. Dude... I'd do anything if I were to work on a Spyro game or something. That has been the game of my childhood, and I didn't even try with this. I'm just like, I love dragons so much, and oh my god. I love that. Dragon D's, indeed, but no, I grew up with Spyro. Dude, when that remake was announced, I was just like, no. I saw the trailer and I'm like, no way, dude. I remember all the little purple eggs coming out and like, hey, check this out, IGN. We sent this to you. Something mysterious is brewing. That has a code name. I'm nerding out about this, but look, I love that. Thank you for that. That gives me so much joy. Oh my god. But yeah, my dragon. And he is clonable if you want to check him out. I saw a few other people cloning him, but if you want to check him out later, please do. Because I should have, a long time ago at this point, put him on booth. I have not, because I'm not satisfied with everything. And I'm like, okay, I can, but then I'm going to promise to add things later. And then I want to make a bit of a video saying, hey, here's how you do it. But I'm totally not going to take that video seriously. But I'm just going to make a bit of a, because I don't trust someone just to buy it on booth and be like, I know what to do. I feel like they're going to have some issues, and I'm like, okay, I want to explain that and have an opportunity to have fun with the video and just edit it like a shitpost. But I'm crazy, as you can tell. And that's everything from me. Sorry for all the rambling, and aside from me freaking out like a mad scientist, I am one inside. So, yeah, thank you. This is awesome. And Ribbon, your camera's good. Don't be worried about it.
It sucks right now. It'll be better next month.
Oh, 1 moment.
Hey.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm not sure how I'm gonna top that one.
You can. Come on.
I wasn't saying it like that. How are we all doing today? I have a few avatars to show up here. Just 3, or technically 4, maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm Indigo. This is my first time coming to one of these events, to be honest. Kind of came here by accident following Peep. But yeah, this is my boy here named, just my regular avatar that I usually use. And I usually specialize in cartoon mayhem. Peep over here, if he will be so kind. I have plenty of bags here from my hat, such as mallets, maces, fishes, hams, pans, shovels, baseball bats, stop signs, crowbars, wrenches, golf clubs, rubber chickens, mailboxes, spatulas, axes, tennis rackets, pickaxes, swords. I don't know what this one is. Nor do I know what this one is. And what the heck is this thing?
3D scan?
I also have these. And speaking of boxing gloves, actually. Always a classic. We also have here my own fists. And of course, some good old trash lids. Some of that was. I also, of course, what kind of cartoon character would not be complete without some good old dynamite?
Thanks.
Everybody loves the dynamite, they say. I can also detonate that in my hand, of course. Fun fact about that texture here, this is actually the one from Cuphead when it blows up in game. And I was able to get that out and actually reanimate it. Oh, I'm talking about the boom effect, my friend.
It changes.
And of course, I also have... Yep. Sorry to blow up the audience. Let me toss it that way. Of course, I also have cannons. I have basically what I call the carpet bomber.
Can you shoot that again?
Then it comes back. Sure thing. Bang.
How?
I, of course, also have this gosh darn thing, which is technically a nuke. Apologies about that.
There's so much stuff.
It might be. I also have revolvers, shotguns, Tommy guns, good old-fashioned ray guns. Hey, this isn't mine either.
What the?
Yes.
Show the fuck off gun.
I'm getting there. I'm pretty sure that one's not mine either.
Where is it?
Sniper rifles, double shotties, flamethrowers, and of course what I love to call the grand finale.
Bro. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Don't try this at home, folks.
It is a reference from the last. Excellent.
Yep, I also have an Acme portable hole gag. Sometimes it works. Oh, in this world it's working. Wonderful. So, if I really wish, I can go in Viz and then just pop it out. And of course, I was already showing off hat tricks like the, the hose and the boxing glove. That was really great. But I also have popcorn from the wonderful Hoy's Tech guys. Would you like some, my friend? And be using you. Never gets old. I can also let go of my hat. I can go completely hatless because obviously I also have a propeller mode, and this is done with the funny lighter thing you can put on the feet and then just voila. And also that works with a grappling hook as well.
I feel like we're dealing with Inspector Gadget.
More like a Bugs Bunny. I also, of course, carry anvils on me, cement blocks, 1-tons, saves, pianos, TVs. Anyone want to look on the front of this for a moment?
Yeah.
If you can.
Oh my god.
Always a classic. Always.
Put the best image there.
And of course, what I also call, it's kind of desynced for everyone, so I must admit, you might not get the right part, but, yep. We also, of course, have my favorite, the Giga Anvil.
Whoa. We're in the anvil.
Yeah, I also have my cane here, which, that one, my cane here, as you can see, you can spin, gets a few tricks, I can put it in multiple positions. I can also, of course, if anybody's recognizing the end of this.
Damn. God.
But also the effects on some of these are randomized, as you may notice, using the the CFX particle pack. They had a thing there that I could randomize it, but most of it is Cuphead sprite-ish. Ooh. Also, some of these texts are changed. For example, on the mailbox, it actually has different onomatopoeias, which is one of my favorites. Spampton here, as you can see.
So good.
My favorite, I think, that I did for the text here is the stop signs.
Wonderful.
Let's see. I got more. I got an air dash that I can use colliders with. I have a dice roller from a cool thing that it's a prefab, but it's pretty neat. Oh, there's something with this hammer that I can do, which is I can extend it. So if he's very far away, I can hit him there. Or, well, you know what they say about people with giant mallets.
They have giant personalities.
It's true. And people, would you be so kind as to grab my arm for a moment if you can? You know what they say about us rubber hose folk. And Peep, while you're doing that, could you do me a favor and just shake my hand casually for the folks to hear?
This guy.
I have 3 different modes for this. I have that, I have a green version, and of course, I have what I could like to call Kentucky Fried. I have pie, of course. I have a paintbrush here using the fun prefab that I forget their name at the moment, but basically you can draw it and then grab it. It's pretty neat. I really like what that person did. I believe so, you're right. We also have here a fishing rod. We have here something that I got from my a lot of these props are from Multiverses, so this was one of them. I also recently got the Hoytex thing that's pretty neat. The trombone that they released recently. We have here a white flag, we have here a phone. Where is it? Oh, this thing, my cardboard cutout.
Oh, where'd he go?
That. Oh.
One moment.
Not so much a cut.
Good question. I don't know where that chap went. Devilish looking fellow. Let's see here. I have a
kitchen sink.
Where'd
you go? Kitchen sink.
Wait, that's from
Good question.
isn't it?
Yep, this one is from Toontown. And if I sit in it, I can actually drive this thing. I'm very happy. And of course, Peep, one more thing, come here. Well, not really one more thing, but you get the idea. Now then, as we say, that's it. Get over here, you. And out of here. Man, that must be painful for that guy. We also have some more subtle things, so I don't know where a camera would be right now.
Down in front of you.
There it is.
Wonderful. We also have some just simple face gestures like subtle happiness, subtle anger, subtle sadness, confused, mischief. This one's really fun for me, and it's obviously a reference to a particular other person who wears a hat. We have excited, we have depressed, we have sass, we have disappointed, we have fear, we have in awe. We have lost in thought, which is actually a particle effect above my head. We have steaming rage.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is, as you may notice, I also have some facial gestures on my hands. So the cool thing here, if I have the ones that change the face, I can also use the ones on my hands here to change them up a bit, to give them a little more personality, which is really nice. We also, of course, have hello noise with the beating hearts. We have drunk. We have musical notes. Or whoops, there they are. We have a fine grin, I would say. Never done anything wrong. And of course, we have a good old-fashioned knockout. And if I do a finger point here, we have a quick thing for bonk. I probably shouldn't say that on stream now, shouldn't I? We have and then these ones, which these ones are a little funky, to be honest. Basically just little things that appear above my head and stuff. Sizing is a little weird on other people's ends, apparently. So I'm unsure about that at the moment, but I'll figure it out. We also have here, basically in the different locomotion system, which is using Hat Kid's locomotion, and then the regular one as a toggle. We have basically this. I appear to have burst into flames. Ain't that something, folks?
There you go, block of ice.
cue the fire.
Smoking.
Oh my god. So much.
And of course, just different skins that I think look neat here. Let me move this back here. Black and white, Technicolor as I call it, even if it's just a different flavor. Formal, which, you know, always good to have. Pajamas, battle damaged, and yeah, pretty much. And then I just have the funny emote system that, you know, people have. And that's mostly him. I mean, I do have other outfits for him, but those are on separate avatars, which maybe I'll show off at a different time. But yeah, that's my boy Indigos, I believe I've called him. And of course, one more for Peep. Now, moving on. I have here 2 more avatars. These ones are more game rips than they are good old him. For example, we have Rick from Rick and Morty. So, yep, good old Rick. I plan to make him public eventually. I just don't know when. But he's got a few cool features. I guess I'll get the skins out of the way. They're pretty neat. Just some standard ones. I can't really do much with you know. But I think my favorite thing that I've ever put on a model or developed, honestly, is this particular thing, the portal gun. For those who are familiar with the show, and it has some cool things you can do with it. For example, I could either fire it at that wall over there, or not. There we go. A little odd. Or I could fire it at an invisible cube that is linked at the end of this portal gun, which will put it right in front of me. And I can also adjust said cube, for example, so I can just move it way over there, just so in case I don't want to walk into it immediately. I also have the ability to set the cube down in world. So say I fired it right there, roughly. Let me see. If I get this set up, I can hit it from multiple angles, basically. That way I can just have one where it just goes off into nowhere. I can also enter said portal, but that'll just do the toggle and viz. There was also another thing that was working for a moment, but it's not working in this update, so I'm a little sad. Peep, can I borrow you for a moment again?
Hoorah!
Wonderful, thanks. Ever beat somebody with a grandson?
Like a clock. Ow!
Move. There we go again. I specialize in a lot of, I guess, weapons. Maybe. I got a ray gun here that's pretty nifty. It has 2 separate modes for it. I have a ice gun, which I must admit, it's a little laggy, but it's only if I fire so much of it in one spot.
Oh, it's cool.
Yep. We also have here the other ray gun, and the cool thing about this, other than that, I can. Oh yeah, Sci-Fi Arsenal should credit that. It can be dual weld, so I can just start. You know. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a extra kick. Speaking of extra kick, we have a gun that I'm still trying to figure out what to do with it, but for now it just fires this. I have here this beautiful thing. It's just called plasma gun in here because I have no official name for it yet, but it has 2 separate modes. We have here a good old-fashioned plasma rifle shot, and well, I gotta say this one's a bit bright. So just know that.
Whoa!
A little bit of madness never hurts anyone, they say.
That's right.
We also have just a plasma gun, shotgun basically. Has a different mode, more condensed shot. It's using the same thing as the ray gun basically, and a mining beam thing.
What are you mining for?
Indigo.
Not sure yet. What's up?
Back. If you need more examples, just shoot my corpse.
Got it. We also have here a bubble shield. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if it's fully showing up. It is Halo 3. We got of course. A flask. We have some science stuff. Just generic little props to, I guess, help out with this whole thing. And then also a jetpack that works off the similar system I've used for the propeller hat on the other model. We have here a syringe gun, basically. We have here, I'm not sure what it actually is. We have a Nintendo 3DS for anybody who gets this gag. This one's the deep cut, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, Metopia. It's nothing really special there. We have this sketchpad model I found for Rick's garage that I can just spawn, so if people want to walk around it, I guess, It's a low poly, admittedly. It was very hard.
That's a garage.
Yep. We also have the spaceship from Reality I can spawn up, so voila. There's also chairs in there for anybody who wants to sit down, And of course, if I move the...
I guess I'm sitting down. You parked it on top of the heap. What have you done?
Whoops. Oh no. Peep. He'll be fine. See, look, he... Got it. Understood. Where's my guns? Yeah, got him. Rick's relatively simple, all things considered. I'm very happy with him. I did make a Morty, but he's kind of still work in progress. He's probably gonna have very similar things. Let's see. I can show off here Sonic. Somebody mentioned Sonic earlier, so I figured why not. This here is Sonic, classic Sonic, basically. Yep, if I may. Let's move this down a little bit. Up there. Cool. So interesting thing you mentioned with the 3D eyes thing. I thought about that, and I did that for Sonic here as well, where in game, basically how it's done is that they move a 2D sprite along, and so in Vrchat that doesn't necessarily work. I mean, it probably does. I just haven't cracked that code yet. And so I did do it. Yeah, I think I've dabbled with one a long time ago, but it wasn't really well done. So I decided, screw it, I'll make the eyes 3D. I also adjusted his proportions, fixed, added the more blue. I changed the shoes completely. Why not? And he's got a few abilities of his own. He's one of my favorites, I must admit, when it comes to avatar making. Let me make sure that the ability... Okay, good. The sound is on, because I also have a toggle to turn all the sound off, just in case, We have here a good old ring you can spawn out. I can spawn out a spinnable version. Pete, punch me in the face, please.
Thank you.
He's waiting for that one.
We have a Chaos Emerald, which has the cool thing. You can turn the color of it to any of the ones from the game itself. We have here a signpost, basically. No particle on it yet, so I can't thwack a peep yet.
Does it twirl?
Not yet. I've been working on trying to figure that out. I have a chili dog here. I can also let that go for anybody who wants it. I have here a spring, which cool thing, you can actually hit it. So, Peep, if you jump on it for me. It does not do anything like propelling people upwards, but pretty neat. it does have a sound at least.
I heard it.
We have here a monitor from the game, and that is Sonic's sprite from Good Old Mania, and a scrolling background so that it can basically look seamless. But we also have here a ring monitor, a shield monitor, a water shield monitor. There we go. Electricity shield monitor, and of course a fire shield monitor. And the cool thing about that is that I can do those, but we'll get to that later. We have here the last thing in the props menu, of course, just the car from the 90s game, because why not? Might as well. It can be driven as well if I hop in. So now we're on to the actual abilities. Actually, the car itself is from Sonic. I believe it's Sonic Racing on mobile. It was actually very hard to get. No. Mobile as in iOS, I believe.
Oh God.
But moving on. Peep, if I could borrow you again, as this one requires actual things. I'm so sorry for all the peep abuse today, by the way, folks.
No peep was harmed
But
in the making of this meetup.
Yeah, you got a point. So basically, one of the things I can do is Sonic's classic, like, okay, so just to be clear, here's the normal jump, here's Sonic's regular jump. And then I can also curl up into a ball, hit him. I can do the spin dash. And then... Now, the cool thing about all that speed stuff, I have a thing specifically so Sonic can actually move quickly. Now, I'm going to be honest, a little too quickly for myself, so...
Here goes.
And of course, a even faster one, because...
I don't know how to take permanence. Ready, go!
He's running back.
And of course, another version of that where it's... I really like moving fast. What can I say? It's specifically a collider. Yeah, basically similar. How do I word this? Basically, you can set a collider under your feet in Viz 1. And that will basically, I think, propel your avatar. But the speed version is basically the similar, but instead of the cube stops here, but it's a rectangle ending somewhere that way. And depending on how far that is, that will basically determine how it goes. I also have, of course, fist colliders, because I really just don't know. I have a problem, I think. And of course, there's also a trail version, so, helps people see better. Which also means I can, have that go on the feet and everything. Pretty neat. We have here the numerous shields, like I mentioned earlier. The shield, the water one, the fire one. I can't see out of this, to be honest with you. The lightning one. We have a tornado effect, because why not? This one is pretty neat. What else? We have here... basically, so like I mentioned with the whole locomotion toggle, I can also toggle the one from Sonic's game. So I can actually do the, running and everything, I also have here a variety of, mid-air moves I basically can do. Which, a bit hard to show off. And, Alright, 1 second, I have to... There we go. I basically have a toggle for this, because those are the transforms, and it's always good to have a safety, at least for those. So I can do this one, which is from the movie. It's not something he can normally do. I just wanted to put it on here because it's funny. But we have here Supersonic. We have also Hypersonic. And also a cool thing where I can trigger the flight locomotion thing, so it can actually...
Sonic, finally out of the closet.
We also have here some facial expressions, but not as, I guess, intense as my first boy. I think Sass here is also still a favorite of mine. and of course, death. We also, since I made the eyes 3D, I can basically, you might have already saw him blinking a little bit, but he also has different types of blinkings for better control over the eyes, which is always something I need more of on my avatars, to be honest. And some animations that were ripped from Sonic Generations directly, like the good old one here. And pretty much that's it for Sonic. I guess if I were to quickly show off one more thing, really that's going over my time frame here, but it's fine. But going back to that one funny boy for a moment. Ah, shucks. Thank you. So just a small thing, admittedly, but on this version of the avatar, which as you know is a TF2 nod with the soldier outfit, I have good old TF2 guns.
So West defense with all the heads.
Pretty much. I didn't hear you, Peep. What'd you say?
I'm still loading in, so if you'll like RP killing.
I'll hold back for a moment.
Initializing.
And
look at the invisible watch; it goes faster.
Any moment, folks.
Just fucking kill me. I can see you now. I can just.
Fun fact about this particle effect, it is also a Cuphead sprite. I feel like I'm almost being cruel and unusual right now, Doc. But, you know.
I think I'll make it.
Unusual?
Are you sure?
Is that an Australian pan?
Yes, that is an Australian frying pan. Yeah, no, it's just mostly TF2 items on here. I say mostly, I couldn't find direct everything, but like, you know, most. Wait, no, not that one. There it is. But, which if I toggle this with the air dash, it puts on the shield, now I can demo Knight. And I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm out of everything. Huh? Yeah, that's a bit of a crazy thought. I might be using the TF2 valved weapons. It's fine.
Life is America.
All right, okay. I think I've taken up enough time here with that final hit from Peep.
You've somehow made the shading better than TF2 itself. Like, how do you do that?
Oh, okay. So the funny thing here is, this particular skin version is because admittedly I'm usually in this variant of it. This is actually a skin mod for TF2. I want to actually really call out. It is It's called Badlands. It's basically a Borderlands mod for TF2. Oh, it's night now. Oh, I didn't do that one.
Apologies, I calibrated and touched the button.
There was one final thing to show on Indigos. Because I'm full of tricks, apparently.
I have more on
just one last one, though. It's actually one I say because it's merely... It's one that I am still working on, arguably. I call it reality warping, which is, you know... I will be honest, it's a bit a doozer on the eyes. That's a sentence. I'm going to use the black and white variant because it's most prominent on here then. Okay, ready? So if with a cool thing here, I can basically use a... Welcome to a black and white paradise.
There's hairs on my screen.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But as you can also see, I can set that
Where's the
down, and
gunpowder?
you can also observe that. I also have a control over it. It's a little.
I'm
finicky,
emo.
And peeps now on stage. Alrighty, folks. I would like to say thank you again for letting me on stage. Admittedly, I've been kind of. I've never been to one of these properly to really show off the avatars that I make. I basically just do VRChat role playing, which people can attest to for me. But still, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Say the line.
That's all, folks.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. One more thing.
There we go.
Oh, my light.
I don't know how you put so much in one model, bro.
Can I get a yellow battery?
Not doing it probably with what length they pulled to that.
Craziest thing, this is only 35 megabytes. Crunch compressed, please. We beg of you.
That's probably not
Crunch
enough
compression.
for me at all. It's just going max distance constantly. Whenever you pull.
Not for him, but I do have basically Animaniacs versions, which is Yakko Wacko Dot, that I.
They're just max distance.
They're a bit of an older variant.
Every time you try to pull it, it's
Alright,
max
better.
distance.
Yep, thank you.
Piano.
So glad I came to this one.
This was amazing. My feet hurt from standing, but my tracking's weird, so I can't sit.
I've been sitting the whole time.
Yeah, you're good.
Man.
That was one hell of a
What? What? What?
Yeah, that was cool.
Listen.
Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you all for sharing and being here and yeah, this was nice. So if anyone has feedback on the world, it's been updated visually. I still need. I wrote down quite a few things that I need to fix, but if there's anything that any of you individually notice that could be improved, just let me know. Oh, what's up?
Having a special toggle to remove, to not be able to touch the camera at least. Like
Yeah, Juice mentioned that in the Discord channel, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna add that.
I'm thinking maybe you should have a screen over here too. So
Yeah, I tried. I don't know. I thought it looked better, but it doesn't work functionally. So I wrote down that to add a screen back over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Toggle for camera pickup.
That was just said.
Oh.
Maybe I got a bit of an idea.
What's up?
Ability for me to hide
I know.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt.
I know there have been some people who have joined and then just talk like, "What's going on in here?" Like maybe put a sign that just says, "Hey, quiet area" or something like that. You know, presentation in progress.
Well, I mean, it should be obvious, you know.
Yeah, but some people just they do before they.
Oh yeah. I know of folks who have like this notification system. Perhaps I could embed that into the world. Yeah, I'll write that down. That's a good idea.
Isn't that what Squid has?
Mm-hmm.
The music. Okay.
Yeah.
Spectral's got some words.
Ribbon to go to bed, huh?
I hope I get some sleep this weekend. What's up, Pete?
Come here when you're done on the stage.
Okay, one more thing. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were.
Maybe have a toggle to disable the roof.
Oh,
So when
my
somebody
hands
wants
are
to
low
hit
on
something
battery.
far away, they can do that.
The roof is gone. There is no roof.
Oh, I see.
There used to be a roof. Now there is no roof because people wanted no roof.
calling you out.
What?
I'll kill you. My analyzer analyzes
That?
skybox. That's a big sphere.
Oh, well. The previous one was a skybox on a cube. This time I just added it to a sphere because I don't know, I thought it looked cute. So there's really no I don't think that you're
a rocket ship to get up there in a good 5 minutes, but it's there.
Oh man.
Even my white diamond can't get up to it. It's so big. But there's a ceiling, damn it.
Oh yeah, that's actually good. Knowing that that's big enough to fit, that's good.
No, that's that big. That's good.
This soldier's having a fun time with these targets. He thinks it's like Smash Melee or something, I don't know. I don't know.
So, for next time I would like some way to hide the visibility of this object in my camera. Entirely.
To hide the camera?
Visible object.
No, you mean disable picking them up or disable the whole
No,
camera?
disabling the visible object of the camera.
Why do you want to disable seeing it?
Because
It's pretty small.
yes, but it's actually visible on the camera when I fly around.
Then
Unrated.
look around.
That like
I don't think that that's such a big issue to, hide the visibility.
It's not, but I was just wondering.
No, I don't want to do that. That's a pretty particle effect you got there, Speed.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those spring trail things.
It's really nice.
Take the stars up my wings and move them
Did we
around.
end the stream now?
Yeah.
Works well in the dark.
I was just gonna say. So this wraps up the roundup for October 2022. Thank you for those who participated, and see you next month maybe. No wait, no, I won't be here. I won't be here. People will be hosting.
He'll be sleeping for the next month.
Yeah! And get away with it!
Peep, no.
I do that anyway. Anyway, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
I ended it.
Fraser, get over here.
done?
Fraser.
I'm
Fraser,
done.
come back here.
Put the hat
Go to bed. Go to bed, please. Please, for the love of God.
Fuck
Go to bed.
you!
Will be time to sleep.
It don't phase me.
Go to bed!
Playing with the light switch.
No, it's for rat too.
Fine. I will lie down and rest.
Get in there. Washing machine. Get in, Fraser. We're sacrificing you to the washing machine. Fraser's getting sacrificed.
That's odd.
Hold on.
Put so much on this.
There
Yeah,
we
except
go.
full body turn on. Except for it might be my locomotion.
It's been I've been working on Indigos for a long time. I usually just I'm in a
I'm going to update my word for Halloween now.
Yeah, it was the locomotion being turned on. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got this. Now that I'm up close.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You ready for this? You ready for this?
No, you're
Sacrificing him.
Crazy. You know, it is crazy because you have so much on a model that you can just make new stuff with existing assets. You have to add some to add something to your model, you know?
You shouldn't be able to. This has an actual
Look for grandmas.
Hey, the cool thing, I didn't go into it because I didn't want to go into the time. Admittedly, I was barely going over 30 already.
I want to see how the lighting works.
There's no grandmas in there.
you expenses.
I think it might be
Oh, that's a Halloween thing that I'm planning. But so basically, with my mallet, the cool thing here, you might have noticed that sometimes when if I spawn it right at the same time, for a single second you notice that, where it's the same particle effect. But of course moving, Gary's a special case here. this is the fish.
I think
He
it's
has a
alright.
separate particle, but like
I wouldn't see against going back to the darker form.
Oh, this is also my tuxedo.
This must be stuff that you did ever since Fishbones dropped, right? This seems like you put months, if not years of work into this. That's
yeah,
wow. Years, but that's just so much time.
I do a lot of fun.
Keyboard even.
Oh, here
it is. I mostly got to work.
It's middle not a lot there, but it's at _indigo.
I'm gonna join somewhere else with friends. Let's see a Bento.
The O is a 0 there when I say this. And
now to enjoy the school pizza.
another 2
Take a bite,
there
bro.
you go. I'm also
I'll
take a puff. Feels a lot more flat.
it's at _ indigo with a 0, of course, and some more underscores. I also have a Twitch account where I'm trying to start streaming. I can't promise it.
Happens every month.
Streaming's always a bit hard, but
Basically, as soon as the stream's closed, I need rank.
this is one of the most unique bits that I've ever seen. Okay, I don't know where the hell the underscore is on the Steam VR keyboard, but
Considering this is rolled off an obstacle, like edgy animated themes.
That's about it.
I will put this in my search bar when I get back on.
It's funny as heck when you have the real.
Yeah,
people just said this, but I
up
really want to point out it's very funny when you're doing like I guess they call it metaverse.
Have you? I'm sorry, I'm Bento. My VR died.
It's cool.
I'm charging it. Yeah, I'm doing well. What about you?
Red and black.
Yeah, you know, like
Nice.
against a funny cartoon guy with about a million
Oh, shit.
When I joined in,
I heard a Half-Life crowbar. What is it?
You'll never guess which one.
It's Half-Life. No, it's Half-Life. You did a good job.
Dude, that's a Half-Life.
the one thing that I'm shy too. I mean, this is only like the third time I've shown off at Avatar Roundup. But the very first time I was chuckly, showed off the one robot of mine, and that was it. And I came back last month, showed off this dragon, and now I'm losing my mind. Like, dude, I've been trying to work with this like coordinate check. I'm like, in theory this works. In theory it works. I need it to work.
I was so happy to get Rick's portal gun. Like took 2 weeks to properly like figure out how the hell am I doing this.
Have you ever thought to make it so you can actually have an entrance?
So I had to
panic.
What?
I assume that you were able to.
Friends, I'm gonna continue to work.
Bento, how
about you? Do you know who talked about me?
I actually didn't fix the truck part.
9 minutes after the meetup started, I was told people were being jovial and using my name. I don't take that lightly. People just send me a DM when you find out, okay? I have to know. I have to know.
The final animation, but even then, it was so grandiose that I still won. I put on a good show, dating characters.
So yeah, I very much adored that presentation you gave.
I wish you could pick me up.
I'm still a little butthurt about who came in second place.
Yeah.
There's a guy who got 30.
Maybe instead of like a seat, you could add like a pickup, make an avatar a pick-upable object. Yeah.
And I called him out for it afterwards in a non-judgmental, non-harsh way, just a joking way. Because they
knew the judges.
Yeah, because I knew him when I was friends.
That would be so good.
One person got 30 out of 40. Second place.
Cartoon character.
It was a Sears themed pageant.
That's all you need.
To celebrate the new Sears world. And there was this person who literally had nothing Sears related on their avatar. They didn't even have the color blue. They didn't even say the word Sears in their presentation.
When I had to hit you with the I love
All they did was like, they literally walked up on stage as sheep and said, I made a car in VR chat. Put down a red car. It's got fishbone, steering wheel, paddles, turnkey engine. And then they played the piano in real life really well on a fake piano in VR chat.
Can you see my book?
And they were like, it's so good. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
This is not the one with it. Hold on.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause I can
hold
see
on.
that's like showing up to American Idol to show your juggling act. I can juggle
some of
10
the book.
balls on fire.
Well, okay,
Dude,
best
that's really
way is
talented.
if
That's
you would actually
a
check
really
it out
cool
yourself,
thing.
maybe. 'cause
Unfortunately, this
boy
is
came over
American
too,
Idol.
but-
You're kind of
Yeah, this one
missed the
works.
whole
You
point of
see
it.
it.
We're gonna have to let you go.
Black.
'Cause
I get you.
yeah, it's
Deep.
like it's like taking a final
Is there an
test.
image on
and,
this?
Ow.
Like
Or
at
is it
that
black?
point, yeah, you nailed the talent
God
portion
damn
because
it.
legitimately good piano and
probably gonna
really
be
actually
a-
cool car. It had
Ink
fully
up my
fist
book.
blown
Okay,
out.
well, if you were to like clone it, you
But
could check this out. The
You missed
cursor
the Sears
actually
part of it.
works.
You
Like,
aced the talent. You
the tip of
completely
the pen
zeroed
lines
on the
up,
Sears,
and
but the
that's
0 out of 10
fucking
and
nice.
the 10 out of 10 that
I somehow got stuck on the bottom of the world.